Business Insurance Solutions. They are available at 866-841-4600 or on the web at cgibusinesssolutions.com.
You are listening to WMNHLP, Manchester's radio, broadcasting at 95.3 megahertz frequency modulation from the top of 1000 Elm Street. Our studios are located at 1045 Elm Street and licensed to Manchester Public Television Service in Manchester, New Hampshire, USA. Contact us by email at WMNH953@gmail.com or through our website at WMNHradio.org.
Contagious. U.S. Representative Devin Nunes is suing Twitter and 3 of its users for defamation and negligence. The Republican representative from California filed the lawsuit in Virginia this week. It accuses 3 Twitter users of making libelous statements about him that Twitter refused to take down. Those users include 2 anonymous parody accounts, Devin Nunes' mom and Devin Nunes' cow, and GOP communications consultant Liz Mayer. The complaint also alleges that Twitter censors viewpoints it doesn't agree with and shadow bans conservatives to secretly hide their posts, a practice the company has previously denied taking part in. The lawsuit is seeking $250 million in compensatory damages and $350,000 in punitive damages. As of Tuesday morning, Twitter had declined to comment on the suit.
There's a man who puts your life in danger. Every day he acts a little stranger. With all the rules he breaks, another tweet he makes. Odds are we won't live to see tomorrow. Homophobic man, racist, bully man. America was greater before you came along. Bully man thought this job would be easy. Leaders of the world are feeling queasy. His ego takes a hit. He has a hissy fit. Bully man should leave the Oval Office. Putin, right-hand man, Trump's his biggest fan. He owes the Russian mafia, and they're calling in his loan. Narcissistic man, grabbing man. The country will be greater the moment you are gone. Country is doing better than it ever has before. My economy is going great without all the stupid regulations. Our healthcare plan is the greatest it's ever been. I'm the best American president in U.S. history. Don't you think? Sequence starts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome, everybody. It's that time again. Matt Connarton, Unleashed in the Afternoon. We are live on WMNH 95.3 FM, emanating from downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Also on Comcast, channel 97 if you're in Manchester. Streaming worldwide at WMNHradio.org and on, of course, Facebook, via Facebook Live on the Matt Connarton Unleashed Facebook page. Today is Tuesday, March 19th, 2019. And let's see, Easy G is here in the studio. How are you, Eric?
Oh, hi.
I heard you getting some kudos this morning from a caller on the morning show.
Oh, my God.
I heard that during the replay. Yeah,
we're going to try. I'm going to see her in a couple hours. I'll give you a preview of my of my 3 minutes. I think it's going to be the best 3 minutes in the history of 3 minutes.
Wow.
And
Very exciting.
She's going to be there talking about the serious stuff. Mine's going to be the light. I always like to keep it light.
I see.
Because I'm going to let, he usually keeps it heavy. So
Yes.
And I'm going to try to get her to come on the show tomorrow.
Wow.
She's a big fan of the radio station.
Yes,
And
yes.
She is my number one fan right now.
Apparently, yes. You've got a groupie.
Yeah, apparently. It's kind of scary a little bit.
Oh, wow. Also, too, we have a guest in just a couple of minutes. Steve Shackelford, who is the editor-in-chief at Blade Magazine, is going to be calling in. He's going to be, he'll tell us a little bit about Blade Magazine, obviously, and also, too, about Blade Show coming up. And, if you're a longtime listener of the show, you might be aware, of course, Jenny, when she was in the New Hampshire State Legislature, was instrumental in, some great legislation. She can explain it better than I can in terms of knife rights and so forth. So she's done a lot. She's very well respected and well regarded in that community. And so she's the one who connected us with Steve, who's going to be calling at 4:15 today. Really looking forward to talking with him. But I mean, this is big news, Eric, that you've got a you know what? It deserves an air horn. You've got your own groupie.
Oh, my God.
Very nice. Boy, I'll bet you're glad you're divorced.
Yep.
I mean, that would be awkward, I mean, I've never been married myself, but I know that in a lot of marriages...
It goes back to my famous phrase, you never know who's listening.
That's right. In a lot of marriages where what happens is, so you've got one person who's like a big star, and then who goes out and hooks up with a bunch of groupies, and then you've got the other person who's a little bit mad about it. So it's a good thing you're divorced, because if not,
friends.
you would have inevitably been divorced. I don't know, Eric. I mean, from the way she was talking about you, I'm reminded of that Melissa Manchester song. You should hear how she talks about you. I think she is, as I think the young people say now, I think she's sweet on you.
Oh, it's definitely about it. Hey, let's get into my 3 minutes before the guy calls.
What is this three? You got to tell us what is this 3 minutes?
First, Peter suggested this, and I'm gonna run with it. Boy, I run with it. First, I'm gonna say.
What is this about, though?
These are my talking points. I'll say it right now.
Talking points about what, though?
Well, that's what I'm getting into. Like Peter White always said.
Well, I need to know what it's about.
Stop interrupting me.
I need to know what it's. I'm concerned that you're going to give away some deep state government secrets and get us all in trouble or something.
First is about the good guy Ward 3 Alderman Tim Baines.
Yeah, we don't do local stuff on this show, Eric.
Well, that's what my talking points are.
What?
That's what my talking points are.
Your talking points are local stuff?
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to know what this was about before you just go into it.
Well, I'm not going to go over it. These are just my talking points. I'm not going to go into the whole speech. I'll just let you know real quick.
Yeah.
Tim Baines, I'm going to talk about Creamland's opening and free marketing for them.
Creamland, yeah.
Then I'm going to mention the third talking point. I have 4 of them.
Oh, whoa. I thought you said you had 3.
I have 4.
Oh.
And the third one is the best one. It's going to say hi from the morning. Yeah, hi from the morning. Hi from the morning.
You're going to need to rehearse these, Eric. You're going to go there and embarrass yourself.
That won't be the first time.
Oh, my goodness.
Hi for the Peter White Morning Show and all the All-Stars. And then I'm going to list about 20 All-Stars here that I got listed
20 All-Stars?
And you're on this list.
I'm on the list, but I'm not on the morning show.
Yeah, but you have appeared on the morning show.
I have appeared on the morning show,
So you're an All-Star then.
Yes. Well, thank you, Eric. You know what?
So he recommended me do that. I was thinking of all
you get an air horn for that.
Certainly on the show.
Wow. Oh, very nice.
Even Joel Lard has appeared on the show.
I'm starting to like these talking points now that I know I'm an All-Star.
The fourth one is,
these are great.
Please keep the safe station open.
Wow.
Then I'm going to end it with,
all right.
I've probably done this in probably 2 minutes, and then I'm going to say thank you and God bless America.
That's what you're going to say, or that's what they're going to say?
I'm going to say that, because doesn't that what Donald Trump says after his big speech?
Hopefully what happens is you say that, and then they all say in unison, and thank you, and God bless America to you too,
every time I
ECG.
mention
Wouldn't that be great?
Every time I mention the hi from the Peter White show, the mayor always has kind of a chuckle on her face. Because she's been on this crazy Peter White morning show.
A chuckle on her face?
Oh, yeah, she does. And wait till she hears all the All-Stars on listing.
Oh, boy. Well, okay. I think that's probably what won her the election, actually.
Peter White
is the chuckle.
Peter White is He recommended me to list all the All-Stars. So
wow.
I'm going to run with it.
That's
And
fantastic.
I guarantee he'll replay it tomorrow morning for all of my.
I'm sure he will.
He'll be loving it. He actually said he's going to watch it live.
Wow. You can watch it live. Jenny in the Facebook live chat says, Steve Shackelford with not one but 2 exclamation points, and put the URL in there for blademag.com.
Oh, you got a good question there for your.
I don't handle knives myself. I'm very clumsy.
She's never been on the morning show, has she?
Jenny's no. She's never been on the morning show.
She's an all-star, but she's not a morning show all-star. Sorry, Jenny. She's not a morning star all-star. sorry, Jenny. I kind of threw her under the bus, didn't I? Whoops.
No, I just wanted to see how long I could do that.
I kind of threw her under the bus.
That was a good,
She's still an all-star, but not a morning show all-star.
what would you call that, 18, 19 seconds that I held that?
Yeah, maybe.
I think that was pretty good. What do you mean, maybe?
So maybe someday.
I'm an all-star.
Maybe someday she can appear on the Peter White Morning Show.
Maybe she can. Maybe she will.
Everybody's invited. according to Peter
Wow. Well, I don't know if everyone's invited. I heard that Ryan Gorman
White.
has been banned.
Well, that is his show.
Ryan Gorman banned from the morning show.
I don't know if you heard that I will be on every hour of the morning show this week.
Yeah,
I'm pulling a Lenny.
I did hear that. So it sounds like you're trying to. So basically, you're trying to rub it in as far as Gorman.
Yeah, he did that one week, and then Peter said he is banned from the show, and then Abigail punked up. Yeah, we had enough of his big dog.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Did she really say that?
Something like that. She was out of control today. You think I think I'm out of control? If she's listening, Abby, you are out of control.
Jenny says, it's cool, LOL. I like the background floor, and this is probably our guest. Hi, is this Steve?
Yeah, hey, can I talk to the Whack Pack for a second?
Is this Gorman?
Hey, Eric, and I'm going to try really hard not to swear. Eric, I need you to keep in mind that I'll go on that show whenever I want.
Ooh.
All right? And
It's not my show.
Why.
It's not my show, Ryan.
The only reason you're on there, which I'm assuming you own a Peter White sex tape or something, because I don't know why he would continuously let a bore fest come on the air.
That's his show, not mine, Ryan.
No. I'm going to talk over you today, Eric.
All right.
Like you do the entire morning show.
Wow.
You'll probably do to Matt today.
Wow.
The only reason you're on a radio show, and keep this in mind, and Pete should keep this in mind too, I created a show out of thin air, okay? Out of nothing, all right? And because I was a drunk addict back then, I self-sabotaged my way out of it, leaving a beautifully gift-wrapped show for Peter to take over,
Ooh.
my trusted friend, which ultimately led to him having a morning show.
Wow.
So, dude, I'll come on whenever I want, and nobody's asking for your autograph. Stop lying.
He does have a groupie, apparently. All right. Well, any response?
Eric, what, you have nothing to say now? Like
Eric seems upset.
At a loss for words?
He apparently has nothing to say.
I'm not down with
Well,
it.
Eric,
Yeah.
I'm not like that mad at you.
Actually, he doesn't
What?
even have the headphones on, so he can't hear you.
Oh, wow, he's worse than my girlfriend. Holy shit.
Yeah, wow. All right. Hey, Ryan.
All right, well, listen, tell Eric not to be too upset about it.
I will.
Relax.
And you're always welcome here. By the way, we do have a guest who's going to be calling in a minute, so I gotta free up the line.
You know what's hilarious though? I almost came in today. Just from listening to the nauseating repeat from this morning.
Oh my goodness!
Holy smoke, Eric, learn some on-air decorum, my friend. Holy crap!
Wow! Oh my goodness! Okay. Well,
My God, yippity yippity, worse than a sewing circle. Holy crap!
all right, Ryan.
All right,
well, hey,
Matt. I'll let you and the ladies have a nice afternoon. All right.
Hey, you're welcome anytime. Call back later if you want. Like I said, I just got to free up
All
the
right.
line for the guests. But yeah, second hour is wide open, so feel free to give us a call back.
All right, yeah, I'll probably tune back in. Just send me a text when Eric's off because I'm trying to stay awake right now. So just let me know.
Will do. All right, Ryan.
All right, buddy.
All right, take care. Bye-bye. Oh, my goodness. Eric, you took the headphones off and everything. You're all worked up.
I'll let you know something.
Yes.
I'm not down with his negativity.
You're not down with his negativity.
Right. I'll go with what Abigail said earlier. There's a good vibe cooking in this place today, and I'm not down with it.
Oh, no. Are you down with the sickness?
I'm not down with his negativity. It's all about being negative.
No, I was asking if you were down with the sickness. Ooh, wah, 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 wah. I do a terrible Dave Draymond impression. I can't believe I even attempted that.
I'm not going to respond to it.
Are you, all right? Well, but what if you can take a negative and turn it into something positive, like a celebrity boxing match?
But he was trying to say
to raise money for Safe Station.
He was trying to say that he was putting words in Peter White's mouth, and that's his show. And he always told me that I'm more than happy to have you on the show. So proud of having a good radio program. So,
Eric,
That's his show. That's not my show. I don't have a show here.
I know that. Yes.
If Peter didn't want me on the show, I would not come on the show. If you didn't want me here, if you say see you later, I would respect that. I would leave.
Jenny says, "Let there be peace, please."
He's always about negativity, that fella.
Ryan?
At least he is right now. So
well,
he must have had a bad day. So I'm not gonna take it personally.
No, well, it seems like you kind of did.
I didn't want to listen to it. I'm having a good day, so.
Yeah, no. So you have no response to him.
No response to
okay. Well, you kind of. I mean, your silence is deafening.
Right.
I just wanted to use that expression. Wow. Boy, I'll tell you what. For me, this is like watching my parents fight.
I'm sure Peter White will have a response in the morning because he's known him a lot longer than I have. They have a history together.
So am I missing something though? Like,
I think it all resulted when he took over my entertainment report one time when I was too lazy to come in.
Ryan's
and
in the.
I called him on it, and then he got really angry. He called me a rotten name, and then Abigail, like a week later, said that wasn't very nice.
Oh, I see. I missed all this. Happened live on the air.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed all of this.
It was a swear word.
He called you a swear word on the air?
Yeah. Then Abigail spoke and said that wasn't very nice. He says we're all about positivity over here.
Like an actual swear word, like a bad word that you can't repeat.
Yep.
Oh. You should see what they call me online.
But then he apologized on Facebook later, so I said, don't worry about it.
So you accepted his apology.
For some reason, though, he wants to continue with this little war, but I'm not going to continue it.
Oh, Ryan says, Eric, if you don't want to hear me, stop bringing me up. Well, did you bring him up or did I bring him up?
Some reason I brought him up, I guess. But
oh, yeah.
I don't know why I did. But.
So is he really?
Oh, no, you brought him up. You brought him up. He said, we're talking about the morning show when Peter White said he was banned. Ryan. It just makes for good radio. You got to fill up 2 hours, Ryan.
I was kidding. I mean, I assume
I think Peter White was kidding too. I think they're still good friends.
They're like best friends.
Right. It just makes for good radio. Brian Gorman. That's all I'm gonna say.
I like how you use his full name.
That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, we have a call. This may be our guest. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Is this Steve?
Hey, how's it going? This is Tony.
Oh, Tony. Tony. Hey,
you know what? I love listening to the Peter White show, and I love that guy Eric too. I don't know who he is, but
yeah,
he's a nice guy. And the reason why Ryan probably is like that, I don't know that clown Ryan either, so I could care less. But you know what, Eric? That guy's jealous of you. That's the only reason why he doesn't like you, and he's negative.
Wow.
Absolutely 100% jealous of you. You can hear it in his voice.
Wow.
He does seem a little bit angry, so I didn't want to listen to it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. You know what, Eric? You're smart, and you're actually a grown man, very mature, and you're taking it like a champ. You know what I mean? Don't entertain negative people. It's no different from Hillary Clinton mad at Donald Trump. No difference.
Well,
I think the whole thing is just silly.
I think it's probably very different in a million ways. But I get your point, Tony.
No,
yes.
no, not really. She's obviously jealous of him and the success that he's having.
Tony,
I just put it that way.
Tony, I got to point one thing out to you. I have never seen Ryan Gorman in a pantsuit.
Oh yeah, well, I could just tell just by the way he reacts to people.
Oh, okay.
Just by the conversation he had with Eric. He's jealous.
Wow. All right.
Wow. Well, thanks.
Yeah,
thanks
you
for
can hear it.
Nice words.
I listen to the show every day. I love that show.
Wow.
And Eric's a good guy.
Listening.
I don't even know him, but you can just tell by the negativity. Like he said, Ryan's negative. Most people that are bitter are like that. There's a reason for it.
Okay.
But anyway, it's just an observation. Just wanted to call in, and you know what,
thanks.
Eric, you're a better person than them. Keep it up.
Wow, thanks.
All right, Tony. Thank you so much for the call.
Wow.
Yep.
All right. Bye-bye.
We got a lot of fans out there.
Well, you definitely you have some support.
Wow. Like I say, you never know who's listening out there. They may not call the station, but they're listening.
Now, Ryan said in the Facebook live chat, says, dude, I never swore at you, you goof.
Well, you may not swore, Ryan, but you called me a bad name.
Oh,
wasn't nice.
In
Even
fairness,
Peter stuck up for me, so that's not nice.
In fairness, you did say he swore at you.
Okay, well, I apologize.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's very big of you. Ryan says, Eric, you constantly bring me up, LOL.
All right, well, from this day forward, I will never mention your name again.
Will you never mention his full name, or you just won't say Ryan?
Right. That way you wanted nothing to complain about.
Oh, okay. So our guest is late. I'm not sure what's up. Maybe something came up. We'll see what happens. I guess I'm not going to worry too much about keeping the line open right now because I don't know what happened, but he might just be running late. That's fine. Actually, we do have call waiting, so we'll figure it out as we go. Ryan says, ooh, so I can't joke with you. Oh, see, now he's saying he's just kidding with you.
Oh, well, it didn't sound like he was kidding earlier.
You do take a lot of abuse. That's why I tried to hire you to be the entertainment reporter here on Matt Connarton Unleashed.
Yeah.
Eric, you seem like are you bummed out?
No, I'm fine.
Because you came in a great mood.
I'm still in a good mood.
All right.
Having a good day. I'm not gonna let Ryan hear me now.
I think you need a little boost though. Here, I've got just a thing. There you go. There you go. Doesn't that lift you up?
I can see my number one fan in an hour.
You're going to see your number one fan.
You're going to speak at City Hall?
Your groupie.
Something like that.
So she's going to be there.
Yeah, she's talking about some serious stuff though. About
she's going to be there tonight when you give your remarks. Are you nervous? Do you have you kind of got like the butterflies a little bit? No. Like, oh, I got to do really well here because she's going to be there.
I know this girl for a couple of years.
Is she single?
As far as I know, I don't see a ring on her finger.
You looked for a ring.
I did not. I'm not looking for no ring.
No, I don't mean you're looking to wear one. I don't mean you're looking to get married. Would you ever get married again? If it works out with her, will you marry her?
No, I'm never getting married again.
You're never getting married again?
I made that decision a long time ago.
Okay. A man who knows what he wants. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Eric, listen. I don't really have a problem with you. Don't get all sad. I'm watching you on the feed. Like, stop. Relax. Don't get all quiet and weird.
All right, Ryan.
All right?
All right.
Come on.
All right.
Are you
do have to keep in mind, you bring me up, and I call you back. I say something about it, and now you're all quiet and getting personally upset about it, and there's no reason to do that.
All right.
And I never swore to you.
All right. You did call me a rotten name, though.
Something, but I'll tell you what, I never said anything. I even, one time in there, Peter played a sound bite that I thought was way over the top, and I was like, geez, dude, that's a little rough. But you can play that tape, so don't say that I'm like this awful dude to you, because I never have.
I never called you an awful dude.
You started by making a comment when I was standing. You didn't even see me standing outside of the studio when you said it, and you said, and I looked in the window, and you got all weirded out. It's like, dude, relax.
Right.
I hate looking and seeing you like actually legitimately upset. I'm not supposed to feel like that. All right.
All right.
I'll give you a big hug next time I see you. Okay? You're a little teddy bear, and I love you.
Oh wow! Thank you very much.
So you guys are friends again?
I think we're always more friends.
All right.
I think it's just made for. I think it's just made for good radio.
Can you go back? Can you gap it over everybody else?
Ooh!
What?
Sticking the knife in on his way out the door.
What did he say?
See, that was a joke.
It was a joke.
What was the joke?
He said you're going to go back to talking over everybody again, like you always do.
Yeah, I know. I've been a little wired up lately. I haven't got much sleep.
Been a little wired up because,
yeah, it's because he's been doing too much cocaine again.
Oh no!
I don't do that.
No, I don't.
I'm just teasing you, Eric. But please don't let me look on the computer and see you like really down in the mouth.
All right, I'm just tired, Ryan. Yeah. It's nothing to do with you. I'm just tired. I've been out since 2 this morning. Nothing to do with you. I'm just getting a little tired.
He's
All right. Yeah, well, you're putting in a lot of radio time. You're probably exhausted.
That's true.
It's not the radio time. Just can't sleep lately.
Eric's the hardest working man in show business.
Yeah, apparently. It's a regular Dick Clark.
Oh, wow. I wish I had his money.
Yeah, well, but at least you're alive.
True. Good point.
What's that? What'd you say, Ryan?
Nothing. I said or his talent.
Ooh.
Well, now I got you on the line, Ryan. Do you think I should take over the show? See you later to Peter.
Over what show?
Peter White Show. Call it the Eric Gagnon. I mean the Easy G Report.
The Easy G Report. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, as long as if you're doing an entertainment report, you do entertainment and not plug every business in downtown Manchester. I'm telling you, he's on the take. Somebody's paying him.
He's not even a politician, and he's on the take. That's even more scandalous.
I just do it because I hate to bring up another name. I know you're not a big fan of him, but I learned that trick from Stir It Up guy. I know you're not.
Stir It Up.
I know you're not a big fan of that fella.
Listen, I don't have a problem with Tom Ford.
Oh,
His problem with I don't even remember what we did, but he got really mad at
I think he had a temper problem.
I think it was Joel maybe at the time, or was it John? I don't remember.
Well, at various points, he was.
I don't have a problem with that dude. He's not on my radar.
All right.
He was mad at everybody at one point.
I don't know what. I think I had to do that with that murder on the YWCA. That's when he lost it. I don't think it had anything to do with you guys.
There was a murder at the YWCA?
Yeah, some guy came in and killed somebody.
Okay.
And he had some kids.
I have no idea what we're talking about. I'm confused.
Well, Ryan remembers.
Tom Ford definitely has a problem with the people from Amsterdam, for sure.
Yes. It was clearly not all one big happy family on TV 23.
Yeah, because I remember seeing that show live, and he was he lost it.
I don't think he wasn't.
Oh, all right. Well, anyways, he used to do the show and start up, and he used to talk about the talking up to the small businesses, and I love to shop small. So even though I have gone to Walmart a couple of different times, but I love to shop small, and you know the owner there, and I just enjoy doing it. I learned that from him.
Now that you guys are all like buds again, Ryan, will you be there tonight for Eric's 3 minutes?
I would love to be, but it's now I'm caught between a rock and a hard place right now because I felt bad looking at Eric all sad, and now he's talking again, and I'm like, God, I just want to make fun of him, but I stuck between a rock and a hard place. I don't want you to be upset, fella.
No, I'm going to mention you tonight as one of the All-Stars because I'm calling out all the All-Stars when I'm doing my 3 minutes.
Okay, now
Eric, you probably just penciled me in now that
No, you were in there. You were in there.
Well, here's what I want to know: where is Ryan on the list? Why don't you read us the list of All-Stars from the morning show right here on Matt Connarton Unleashed, because the shows we try to support each other, but I'm curious where
Peter White says this.
I'm curious.
I ran with it.
I'm curious now where Ryan is on that list, and I'm also curious where I am on that list. To be quite honest with you,
no, that guy's not coming, so we can talk about foolish things.
What guy?
The guy, your caller, is not calling.
Oh, yes. Our caller is MIA.
This is my third point. I'm going to say hi from Peter White, the morning show, and on all the All-Stars that are on the show.
All the All-Stars.
Yeah, Lenny, Scumpy, Abby, Laura, Nick, Mr. Positive, Nick LaValle, Michael Martineau, Mike Doyle, Brooklyn Mike, The Moose, Glendolette, Joel Artie's been on the show.
I just have to stop you, Eric, and just an observation. We're like really far into this list, and I've not heard yet Ryan nor my name.
Well, it's coming.
Way down.
Daryl Dion, Peter Fleming, Christy Cancer, Ryan Gorman.
Matt, we're below Daryl Dion. I love Daryl.
Don T. Tibbetts, Yahoo. Gary T. Tibbetts. All you see, the place
Daryl's
to be.
above Tibbetts?
Yeah, I don't think there's any rating on
You
this
really
list.
didn't think this through, Eric.
Carol Robidoux, Manchester Strangling.
Hey, I'm gonna listen on the radio. Take it easy, Eric.
All
Chin
right.
up, baby. All right.
All right. Thank you for the call, Ryan.
Thank you very much.
All right, later.
All right.
Bye-bye.
We finished the list now.
All right, finish the list.
John Manning, Matt Connarton. I always messed up your name. Rob Evizito, Kyle Levely, and Ben Dion. And then I'm going to say, please keep the safe station open. Wait
a minute. Okay, so I'm near the bottom. That's fine. but where was Ryan in that? I didn't even hear Ryan's name.
Right after Christy Cantor.
I didn't even hear it.
All right, I said it. And then I'll say thank you and God bless America.
Oh.
That'll probably take about 2 minutes. Less than that, probably. I speak kind of fast.
Jenny wrote, wait, that is a cancer thing and I beat it twice. Bite me. I'm not an all-star. I'm a blank. I'm confused. I'm not sure what's a cancer thing. Carol says, I'm here, Matt, as the kids say. Suh, dude. Are you familiar with Carol Becker, Eric?
I am not.
She's a frequent listener of the show, and she's going to be going on a date with our very own
Oh, my God.
John Hopwood.
Where is he today?
Now, let me ask you this, Eric, a hypothetical. Let's say it doesn't work out with you and your new love interest. And let's say it doesn't work out with Carol Becker and John Hopwood. Would you be willing to go out on a date with Carol Becker?
I don't know her, so I would have to be a maybe, I guess.
You don't know her. I know what you really mean by that.
I don't know her from a hole in the wall.
I'm not going to say anything about, I don't know what she looks like, but I do know this. She has a great personality, and that's all that should matter, Eric.
Okay.
That's all that should matter.
Oh, boy.
She's a good woman. She's a good woman, Eric. Don't you want a good woman?
Yeah.
Or do you like the bad girls?
I don't know about that.
This groupie of yours, is she a bad girl?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh.
I know some people don't like her because she used to be homeless.
Oh.
They kind of shun her.
Whoa.
I'm not going to repeat somebody's name on the radio. I'm not going to throw them under the bus. But
you're like way far away from the mic. You're not saying anything on the radio when you're that far away.
When she came in the building yesterday for the mission on Manchester Street, one of the guys said, "Hey, here she comes," being really ugly. So I called him on it. And I said, "Hey, that's not nice."
Oh.
He was like picking on her because he used to be homeless.
Oh yeah, no, that's not nice. Oh, Jenny.
Maybe he was thinking about it, but he said it out loud.
Oh right.
So I called him on it. It was ugly.
Right. Jenny says, look at the Relay for Life folder. That's a cancer thing, you know. Okay, I didn't know that's what you were talking about, Jenny. Eric, hold up that folder for a second so people watching online can see.
Oh yes.
Relay for Life.
I'm doing a fundraiser. I've already collected $118.
Oh, why didn't you say so? You should plug that. Tell us about it.
Well, I plugged it on the Money Show.
Well, you can plug it here too. I had no idea you were doing this.
I haven't been too successful on the morning show. That's okay though.
Well, you're gonna get the Matt Connarton Unleashed bump right now.
You don't have to support it like a friend of mine says if you don't want to.
Well, that's true of anything. No, but you go ahead and plug that, Eric, please.
Well, my friend has a theory. Let me tell you the theory. A friend of mine, he says he had cancer, okay, and he paid like $8,000 because insurance was lousy.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, well, if they get a cure, I said, will they sell it back to you?
I don't get it.
He has some kind of a warped personality.
Oh.
About cancer research. Because he had cancer. He had prostate cancer.
Right.
So if they find a cure, say in 2030, they find a cure, will they sell it back to you?
Sell what back to you?
The cure. Well, or they give you the medicine for free. That's his work. I mean, he's a good guy and all. Don't get me wrong. I've known this guy for 30 years. But
I get the
it's
joke.
Twisted.
I get the joke, but he needs to look. And I'm not someone who should necessarily be giving advice on comedy. But let me just say this.
It's not a joke. But
I get it. Well, yeah.
I know this guy for a long time. I'm not throwing him under the bus.
He needs to tighten it up a little. That's all I'm saying.
Right. I know he's mad because he had prostate cancer and he had to get his prostate out and he paid $8,000.
Jenny's
granted, this guy's got the money to pay for it. But that's not the issue.
Jenny says his reports have been whitewashed. Whose reports? I'm confused.
Well, anyways, putting him aside, I'm selling.
Who's putting him? Who?
My friend aside now.
Oh, right.
Him under the bus.
Yeah, screw that guy.
No, well, not really, but
I'm kidding. I don't want. Now he's gonna call and be mad at me.
No, he never listens anymore. So
anymore?
He used to listen to the morning show, but then he got kind of bored by it.
He got bored by it.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it.
Do you feel that he fails to support you by not listening to the morning show?
I have other fans now. So. He was the beginning fan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You do. Yes.
Saturday, June 22nd, 2019 at 6:30, New Hampshire Fisher Cats versus the Trenton Thunder. Now, the tickets are $12, and $4 goes to the Rolling for Hope team that I'm on this year. And I'm going to do the whole 12 hours. I decided to do this year.
Wait, I'm confused. Is this related to
It's June 1st, Relay for Life. Over by the chicken place where they sell the chicken tenders.
The chicken place where they sell the chicken tenders?
Yeah, where that guy is working in
are
Washington.
Are you talking about USA Chicken and Biscuit?
No, I'm talking about the place on the way to the place with the famous chicken tenders around the.
McDonald's has chicken tenders.
No, the place where they sell the French fries, chicken tenders, and the guy is working in Washington now. The guy that owns the place.
The
Puritan.
Oh, the Puritan.
The street,
Right.
Livingston Park.
Yes, I'm
For the
sorry.
first time in a long time, they're only doing it for 12 hours. My friend's kind of bummed. She likes to do it all night long.
Oh.
As far as, no, that didn't sound too good, did it? No.
All night long.
She likes to do the relay from all night.
all night.
Even if I did it, I would not do it all night.
Wow. Well, Eric, if you find yourself,
when you get no sleep.
I understand, because you have this
That
groupie.
didn't sound too good, did it?
So these are practical matters that are on your mind. Now, not that I would know from any personal experience or need.
Oh my God!
But I have seen some advertisements on television for some things that might help you if you find yourself in a certain situation where you might need a little extra something.
Let's put that aside.
If I think that's what the kids say now, something.
$4 goes to my team, Roll for Hope, and $8 goes to the Cats. So I've sold already 7 tickets. And that's another reason I'm going to show up way early for the Alderman meeting, because I'm going to look after Alderman Tim Baines. I don't think he's listening because he's getting ready for the meeting.
I heard that he's my biggest fan.
And so
I'm kidding. I've never heard that, but I've met him, and I think he does listen.
Alderman Pat Long, I hit him up the other day, and I said, "Hey, can you help me out?" And I said, "I'm going to use that same trick I used 2 years ago. You have my permission." Pat Long gave me 20, and he says, "You go after the Ward 3 Alderman." He said, and you request that he gives you 20, because it happened 2 years ago when I did the crop walk.
Yeah.
Pat Long said, "Hey, I'll give you 20 if the Ward 3 Alderman I'm running against, he'll give you 20."
Okay.
So it's like a 20 from both. So that was a great deal. They raised almost $300 for the crop walk.
Okay, I really didn't follow any of that, but I will say this. Pat Long, great hair for a gentleman his age.
Yeah, and I think he's going to run again for Ward 3 Alderman, because he only lost by 7 votes.
Wow.
That's the word on the street that I hear.
The word on the street.
That's the word on the street, because I discussed some stuff with him at the first choice, because he's a singing
What did you discuss with? He is a singing alderman. Are you going to form like a?
Too. He's a good singer.
Are you going to form like some sort of group with him?
No,
you should do like a barbershop quartet. You and Pat Long and Ryan Gorman.
Oh yeah.
And maybe one other person, maybe somebody from your list of, maybe Daryl Dion, since he was like so high up on your list. The 4 of you could do like a barbershop quartet.
Oh boy, that would be
and you could sing songs and do all kinds of great stuff. And that would. And by the way, I think creating music together, beautiful music, would really further seal that bond between you and Mr. Gorman.
Yeah, I think we're buddies again. So.
It sounds like it. Would you say you're bosom buddies?
No.
Okay.
I know that guy for like 10 years now. So God bless me. I think the first time I called up the show was kind of negative. That was my personality back then. And he said, "Boy," and after he hung up, he said, "Boy, that guy's kind of weird." I don't know if he remembers that, Ryan, if you're still listening. The first time I called Master Dame about 10 years ago.
I bet he does remember. I bet he does.
And I was on the show, and he used to play a game of what's in his fanny pack.
Right. Now, what's with the, you got some St. Patrick's Day stuff going on there.
It's still St. Patrick's Day month. I celebrate
it's
the whole month.
Oh, no, really?
I do. Well, if Abigail could celebrate her birthday for 90 days.
But that's different. That's a birthday. Everybody celebrates their birthday for 90 days. Get with the time, mans. Oh, geez. Are you one of those people who wears a Halloween costume on November 1st?
No.
Oh, good. Because that is very distasteful.
Well, me and Abby are a lot alike, because she likes to celebrate her
Are
birthday.
you Peter White's son?
No, but she likes to celebrate her birthday the whole month, and so do I. But she's more obsessed with it than I am.
You feel that she's obsessed?
Well, she had the countdown over there.
Careful. Next thing you know, she's going to be yelling at you. And then
no,
you're going to be
and her are good terms.
And then you're going to be
she stuck out for me when
beefing with
Ryan
her.
sang.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
I always speak highly of her.
Well,
do it
so
again.
if it was if there were a tag team match going, it would be you and Abigail versus Ryan and who would Ryan's partner be?
John Manning.
John Manning. He has a show here.
Yes, he does. And he used to be on Master.
DJ Midas, Late Night Delight, Saturday and Sunday.
I listened to the other day when
beginning at 12 a.m.
I couldn't sleep when I
Maybe M Sizzle would have to come out of retirement
I was listening to it the other day
and
and
team
I fell
with
asleep.
Ryan Gorman.
It's
You were
on for-
listening to M Sizzle and you fell asleep.
It's
How
on for
dare
4
you?
hours.
M Sizzle's the
'Cause they play
greatest
the-
rapper alive.
They play a
Is
2
he
hour,
not? Do you deny that?
They play a 2-hour show and then they do it again for 2 hours.
Well, they don't do it again. Well, what they do is it's.
I don't
from,
know really. I'm
from-
not up at 2 in the morning usually.
Oh, well,
Usually I'm not.
and when you are, what's going on?
Well, it's never a good thing because you're up at 2 in the morning. I can't sleep.
Oh, so what? Okay, so give us the dirt. So you're not reading your Bible at 2 in the morning, and apparently.
No, I'm just rearranging my room. That's what I've been doing.
Oh, rearranging your room, is that what you call
Spring
it?
cleaning, yeah.
Oh, spring cleaning, yeah.
But I haven't done much of it the last couple of days because my toes been hurting.
Oh my goodness! So your house is filthy.
Well, it's not filthy. It's just
You're gonna you
disorganized.
can't be bringing a young lady back there if it's disgusting.
bringing a
You're gonna
young
need to
lady
you're gonna
there.
need to clean it.
I'm not bringing a young lady.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Right.
I don't think that guy's calling, by the way. I think he forgot.
No. I think something. Well, he's a very, very busy guy, so these things.
What was that
do
guy going to
happen.
talk about? Because obviously you know and I don't.
So he's the editor of Blade magazine.
Which is a magazine about knives.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes. Now I don't handle knives myself because I'm very clumsy. Were I to handle knives, I would be missing fingers.
Well, did I ever tell you that story about I almost died again?
You almost died again?
With a knife. My wife at the time rescued me.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your wife tried to kill
the
you.
The knife was in there. You know, when you clean it and you put it in that little section there, you call it the.
I call it the knife caddy.
You have your
I don't know if that's
dishpan,
the actual
you
name.
have your dishpan and you have the area where it dries. What do you call that?
Or sometimes I call it the knife cozy. Oh, you mean the dish drainer?
Right. And I had
Yeah.
it in there, and for some reason it fell out, and it cut my ankle.
Right.
And I was bleeding really bad. And she gave me a tourniquet, and I called the ambulance, and they were able to come by, and I hardly walk for 2 weeks.
Right.
With crutches and everything. And if she wasn't there, I probably could have bled to death.
How many near-death experiences have you had?
That's 3 at least.
You've had 3 near-death experiences.
Yeah, falling off the 25-foot cliff on the
You
Fords
fell
Club.
off a 25-foot
And then
cliff?
a couple of years later, many years later, the place burned to the ground, which I was not shed a tear about. It wasn't me, by the way.
Oh, that's very
And
interesting.
then I fell off my
that you,
bike when I was 16, and
yeah.
first thing I was 8. And this was when I was just recently married, when I was back in 2005, probably.
Uh-huh. Very interesting that you would talk about a place burning to the ground and then go out of your way to say, oh, it wasn't me, by the way.
It wasn't, because one time I was living at my mother's house one time, and I just like really bad. I called out GIR one time. They were canceling the sports show, and I used to call them all the time. And I was really angry.
And you threatened to burn down WGIR?
Yes. And they said, you can't say that because if it does burn down, we're coming after you.
Oh, you were, wow, I was kidding. You really did call and threaten
just
it?
once
Oh,
in my
my
life.
goodness, wow.
And after I hung up, my mother yelled at me big time. She goes, Eric, can't say that.
Yes, you cannot. I think that's criminal threatening right there.
Right.
You can get in a lot of trouble for that.
I was just joking, but
I can testify to
They
that.
kind of yelled at me on the station, and then they canceled it anyways. And then my mother yelled at me. It's never a good thing when your mother yells.
So they didn't take you seriously.
They didn't, but they did yell at me and say that's not right.
Right.
Because the place did burn to the ground. I'd be number one on the list.
Yeah. You're not going to burn this place to the ground, are you?
I wasn't thinking.
Right. You weren't
It was
thinking.
a moment of insanity.
Oh, you were actually insane.
I think 10 seconds.
For 10 seconds.
Because you can't say that on the radio.
Pete Trouble Morse is in the Facebook live chat, says, OMG, any other stories, Eric?
That's the only one I can think of.
Do you know this gentleman, Pete Trouble Morse?
No.
Is this someone you know? Are you sure? Because the way he asks that question in the Facebook live chat, I almost get the impression maybe he has an Eric Gagnon story. Did you guys go around committing arson together?
No. It was one time I played with matches one time, and I got in big trouble.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, my sister told on me.
What did she tell? Eric burned down a city?
Burning baseball cards.
You were burning. Why were you doing that?
Because we were young and dumb, like
were you burning?
7 years old.
Did you have? Were there baseball players you didn't care for, and you thought you would burn them in effigy?
My parents weren't there. My grandma was living upstairs, so they said, "What if the place burned down? Your grandma had no place to live."
Were you
I had to
practicing
apologize
voodoo?
to my grandmother, and I got grounded like 3 weeks.
Were you trying to burn those baseball players? Maybe you were practicing voodoo.
My sister told on me, so that's what she's good for, I guess.
Right? So what
I was in a lot of trouble.
What did she say? Eric was practicing voodoo?
No, I was running baseball cards, and I got in trouble. I had to apologize to my grandmother. I was grounded for a month.
You were grounded for a month?
Oh, it was a month of Sundays, yeah.
A month of Sundays? That's a whole month.
I was in big trouble. I think
Wow.
I used to have to kneel in the corner when I throw sand in my sister's face.
You used to throw sand in your sister's face?
Oh, brother and sister, they fight. Didn't you ever? Do you ever have a sister?
Here's the thing. So
Did you ever have a sister?
yeah, 2 of them. Here's the thing. I maybe I'm just I don't know, nice person. It would have
I
even
just did
occurred
it
to
once,
me.
but I got in trouble for it.
I
was a troublemaker.
Okay, I gotta be honest with you, dude. It's never occurred to me really to throw
I was
anything
like 6 years old.
in anyone's face at
I was
any
like 6
at
years
any
old.
age.
We used to argue. My sister would say, "Get out of my room," and
I was raised in a good Christian home, and
so
we
was
didn't
I.
throw things
we
in
get
faces.
each other's nerves. We were living in a small house, and my sister said, "Get out of my room," and blah blah blah.
You're like one of the PETA people. That they go around and throw fake blood on people who wear
I only
fur.
did this once. I was only like 6 years old. Don't crucify me.
Well, I'm not going to crucify Eric.
You haven't lived a perfect life.
I don't even have. How do you know? I will have you know, Eric Gagnon. I am a paragon of virtue.
I called Abigail earlier when she was saying how beautiful she was, and I said, "Boy, you're humble too."
Oh.
My mother says that. When I said
see
I'm
what you
perfect in every way.
I see what you
especially
did there.
Good looks.
Uh-huh.
My mother said, "Wow, you're humble too."
Yes.
Well, if I can't praise myself, and I give kudos to Abigail,
You're not
she
supposed
can't praise
to.
herself.
You're not supposed to praise yourself.
I realize that, but
You're supposed to praise
who else
God.
can you praise?
Who else can you praise?
It's fun to praise yourself.
But hello, we were supposed to be praising there.
Oh, the good Lord.
Right.
And not supposed to praise a rock.
That's how. You're not supposed to praise a rock?
Some people do that, though. I ever tell you that time I went to Studio 550? I'll throw them under the bus a little bit.
Studio 550?
It's a place, a craft store. It runs very nice, but it was a place there one time when I went there. It was Christmas time, and the lady says, "Well, we have this special rock. And if you worship it, it will give you some powers." And I said, "Well, get the heck out of there."
Yeah. Now, why is that? Because that's wrong, right?
It's Satan there.
That's Satan. Now,
but it's a good place. Don't get me wrong. But
Yeah.
it was just a bad place that day because of
Right.
that one booth.
Right. That one booth
The
had.
place is run properly, though. It was just that one day.
That
I
one
ran
booth.
out of there.
That one booth had Satan in it.
I ran out of there.
And if you had, let's.
But don't boycott the place because I just said that.
No. But it's important people know. Let's keep it real. Had you worshipped that rock or something, you might have ended up in a lake of fire. I've talked about that on the show, the lake of fire. It's terrifying to me.
Yeah.
And I'm an excellent swimmer.
And that lady said it with a straight face. I said, "You got to be kidding me!" And I ran out of there.
Oh, okay. So, hello to Diraj Rain. I hope I'm saying that correctly in the Facebook live chat. And Peter White from the Morning Show with Peter White, who says in the Facebook live chat, "Take Gorman off the list, easy." He thinks you should remove Ryan Gorman.
No, not removing him
from the list of all-stars.
No, he made his confession to me. So.
Oh, what did he confess?
That he was just joking around.
Oh, that's not really a confession. That's more of an.
Well, he said next time you see me, you're gonna give me a hug. So.
Yeah. Now, and how do you feel about that? Are you like a now? Do you like a warm embrace, or do you kind of do the bro hug with the one arm,
I do like
or
this.
do you do like the full hug, but you do the hitting thing, like how you hit on the back?
Do that.
That's not a hug, Eric. That's a fist bump.
True. We'll see if he follows through.
Oh, that's gonna be so awkward. If he goes to hug you and you just put your fist out like a fist bump. He's gonna feel scorned,
right.
and then you're gonna be feuding all over again.
I'll give him a
terrible
hug.
feud.
I'll give him a hug. It's called a TV hug.
And then what do you mean a TV hug?
A
What
TV
does that
hug
mean?
is when you pretend to hug somebody. I hope he's still not listening.
Why is that a TV hug?
I made that up. He watches television sometimes. They give him like a second hug.
Can I tell you something? Because Ryan Gorman is someone I personally hold in very high regard. And when Ryan and I see each other, and others can attest to us, we embrace, and it's a full warm, tender embrace. Occasionally,
Well, the Moose used to say that he hugged his doctor. I think that.
Occasionally, we might whisper something into each other's ear, and we'll embrace for several minutes at a time, and it's wonderful. And we're both secure enough in our masculinity that we're fine with it.
I think the Moose was stretching the truth about hugging his doctor and seeing him for 6 months, and he gives him I haven't hugged any of my doctors.
Yes, he gave his own doctor a Me Too movement. Have I hugged my doctor?
I think he was stretching the truth.
You think he was?
Well, he said he wanted to go hang out at the nudist colony. What he always used to tell him, that's not where you want to hang out because people there are not people you want to see nude.
It's interesting that you're sitting at the Moose's desk.
True.
You're trying to fill his hooves.
Oh, there you go.
Is good. That's it.
Are you trying to be the new? You're trying to be the new Moose on the morning show, aren't you?
Moose. But he loves going to Creamland, so I'm looking forward to seeing him.
You like seeing Moose at Creamland?
He did talk about it a lot. They had a wicked argument one
Wait
time.
a minute. I just remembered something. Are you still working at Creamland?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Weren't you only... Wasn't everyone saying you were only going to last like 3 hours or something?
Daryl Dion.
Daryl Dion predicted 3 hours.
No, he predicted 1 month.
He predicted 1 month.
I've been there 6 days now.
What did everybody else predict?
Michael Marno predicted I'd last till the end of the season. And
okay.
And then Peter White predicted I lost at the end of the season. He changed his opinion the other day.
Yeah?
I forget what Lenny said.
Oh. Wasn't there someone who predicted you'd only last a day or something? Maybe that was me.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, you might have to take me off the list.
You were wrong.
Let's say, hypothetically, you...
But the Moose loves that place because they had a wicked argument one time about the a platter over there. They went back and forth like for 20 minutes.
Who?
Peter White and the Moose. He used to have some wicked arguments.
Peter White and the Moose were arguing?
It made for great TV. I mean, radio and TV. Facebook.
Yeah. What were they arguing? And then
they called up the place and actually looked for a price.
Wait a minute. Peter White and the Moose were arguing with each other, or they were arguing with Creamland?
They were arguing about the price, about a fish platter.
Oh, right.
It was quite an argument on the history of this show.
Right.
Oh, Peter White show.
I bet. Well, no.
Well, it used to be called the Peter and the Moose show, obviously.
Right. What's it called now?
It's the morning show with Peter White.
Yeah, I was just making sure.
Right there.
I know. I was testing you though. I wanted to see if you'd slip and say like Easy G's Morning Bonanza, and then in parentheses, and Peter's here too, or something like that. Because sometimes I think you're trying to take over.
When I was talking to Ryan Gorman, he didn't really have an answer when I asked him if I should take over the show.
He didn't have an answer. Do you think he was trying to be diplomatic? Do you think?
Yeah, because he's probably best friends with Peter White.
Is it possible he is best friends with Peter White? But is it possible that deep down he wants you to take over, and this whole thing was a ruse to throw Peter off?
Well, the only problem is if I was to take over and Peter White would magically disappear, I don't know.
What do you mean? You'd take over the show and then fire him? That's rude.
I don't know how to do all those special sound effects, so when it worked, it would just blow up it would have egg on my face.
Right. That's what you'd have to call the show, I think.
Know. I may be...
egg on my face with Easy G.
I may have a big mouth at times.
It could be a cooking show.
Even today,
except we can't have food in here.
He said you could be a real pain in the butt. He did today.
Who said that?
Peter White.
He said that to you?
I said, I've been told that before.
You have? Who told you that?
A friend of mine said, a little bit of Eric could go a long way. He's been saying that for a long time. The same guy about the cancer thing.
Oh, that guy. That guy's funny. I like that guy. I take back what I said earlier about him needing to tighten up his jokes. He's brilliant.
Yeah, he is funny.
Yes.
Because we do this Cursillo thing. He sponsored me to go to Cursillo. It's a Christian thing. And he says, "What's better now?" I'll ask you. You used to be a church goer.
Is this a theological question?
Yes.
Are you asking me, or you're repeating a conversation you had with him? Oh, you're asking me. Oh, great.
Conversation I had with him.
I do fancy, because I do fancy myself a master theologian. If you have any questions, Eric, I can help you.
When you're on the Castillo weekend, okay? It's
what is this?
It's a 3-day thing you learn about the Lord. You start on
What's
a Thursday.
What's it
called?
Cursillo?
You start on a Thursday and it ends on a Sunday.
Is this what denomination are you?
Well, it's a Catholic thing.
I've never heard it. This is a Catholic thing?
Well, it's been going on for a long time.
I was raised Catholic.
It's a worldwide movement.
I was raised Catholic, and I've never heard of this.
So anyways, we had a small closing the other day. It was only 6 people, and the priest at the end said, "Wow, that's it." It was done in 50 minutes. It was the shortest closing, which was fun. Kind of like less is more, right? So anyways, so we're in the car. And
no, more is more.
So we're in the car.
Less is more is failure.
We're discussing with this lady.
I'm kidding.
What's more important now? They give Polanka, okay? People write it down. They say,
Ivanka?
Polanka.
Oh, Polanka.
I'm going to give up something for the weekend. It's like giving up
Pokemon character?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like giving up Facebook for Lent. So what if I wrote that down and I gave it to all the guys and they said, wow, look at this guy. He's doing it. And I didn't really do it. Or just doing something like I do every time.
I'm so confused.
Like, say I give up TV watching for 4 days.
Oh,
And
like for Lent.
No, for Castillo movement on the weekend.
Abigail White is in the Facebook live chat. Be careful what you say about her. You were a little out of line earlier there, Easy G.
So was she. She said a bad word.
She said a bad word?
Yeah, it wasn't one of those 7 words, but it was kind of bad.
About you?
No, about something.
We're having a call. Hold your thought on the Palooka or whatever.
Oh, boy.
Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Hi, this is Abigail White calling.
Abigail White from the morning show. How are you, Abigail?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm well. And by the way, though, I want to apologize because this happened on my show. I heard Easy G earlier first of all, I heard him refer to you as Abby, which I know you don't like. Although I didn't know you didn't like that until I heard you explain it one day on the morning show. So,
I'll fix it.
So on behalf of Easy G, I apologize that he called you that.
I'll fix it.
But and I also apologize for I don't even remember what it was that he said about you.
I called because I heard about everything that was happening on your show.
Yes.
And I just wanted to say, Eric, I've got your back 100%.
Oh,
You're an awesome guy. You're a great part of the morning show. And we're so happy to have you.
Oh,
Ryan called back though.
Wrong, Eric.
We're all friends now.
Very nice. Now Ryan did call back.
Yeah,
although
he wants to give me a big hug.
But Abigail, I have an idea though. What I'd like to see happen, whether they're getting along or not, I think it would be great. I think that it should be Easy G versus Ryan Gorman in a celebrity boxing match to raise money for charity. What do you think?
Oh, I put my money on Eric 100%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, he's a big strapping guy. I mean, Ryan's kind of
I changed it now to Abigail. So.
Ryan's kind of, right, that's it. It was on the list. Easy G made a list of all-stars.
Yeah,
he
wanted me to talk it up today.
He had you on there as the wrong name. But he has made it right.
Oh, okay.
He has made it right. So what do you think of my idea? I think it would raise a lot of money.
I think so.
Oh, boy.
I'd go to see it.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Yes. maybe Lenny could be the referee.
Oh, boy.
You know, because he's the head of security.
Lenny would have to be security.
Oh, boy.
Right. Well, maybe he could do both. I don't know. I don't know how this whole thing would go. I've never planned a boxing match before.
Oh, boy.
But
me
what
neither.
am I getting myself into this day?
Eric looks ready.
It's been a wild day.
It's been a wild day.
Between that phone call earlier, what do you think of that, Abby?
Yeah.
I was sorry, Abigail. Whoops.
No.
Whoops. Abigail, what do you think of that phone call earlier? I listened to it again on the replay before I came. I was like, wow.
Abigail, and by the way, I have to because it happened. It just happened again on my show. I apologize for Easy G for the mistake with your name.
What do you think of that phone call earlier?
Oh, this morning.
Lisa.
That one? Yeah, that was very interesting. Yeah, she seems like an interesting person with a lot of stories. So.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you this, but Peter White wants me to invite her to the show tomorrow.
Oh, definitely. 100% do that.
Yeah. Do you think it should be out of control, though?
Yeah, that sounds
I'm
great.
a little apprehensive.
But I got to jump off, but I did want to call to say, and Eric, whether it's a joke or not, nobody should be making fun of anybody. It's all good energy
yes.
at 95.3. So
I think it makes for good radio, though.
It does. But
for sure.
But Abigail's right. Yes, it's all in fun. Abigail, thank you so much for the call.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Wow, another one in my camp. Another one of my fans.
Well, very nice. Actually, that's the first time she's ever called the show.
Really?
That is the first time, yes.
In all 27 years of you being on the show?
28 years, Eric. It's 28 years next month here at WMNH 95.3. Of course, Peter White's been doing the morning show for about 32 years, I think. It's gone in the blink of an eye. We're both in our early 70s, but we both use oil of Olay. It keeps our skin soft and supple.
I barely knew the girl a couple years ago. Now we're like friends. So.
The girl?
Sorry, Abigail.
Oh, you're not supposed to. That's not. You're not.
Sorry. Sorry. I almost called her Abby again. Oh my God.
I couldn't do it as long that time. Did you notice that?
Sorry, Abigail.
I think I exhausted myself earlier with my
I've
earlier.
I've always been a big fan of you too.
Oh, that's nice. Were you talking to Abigail or me?
Both.
Oh, very nice. Thank you, Eric. You're a good man.
I try.
Chris Rose is in the Facebook live chat. Hello, Chris. Ryan Gorman says, this guy with a thumbs up. Not sure who he means. Which guy? There's a lot of guys around here.
Yeah, there's really a lot of people out there.
Yes, as Trump once famously said, a lot of people out there. Could be other people also. A lot of people out there. Oh, Ryan says, I'd like to know what Abigail's problem is with me rather than guess what all her passive aggressiveness is about. I'm not going anywhere near any of that.
Wow.
Because that's
well,
up to
they have
them.
known each other for a long time.
Yes.
Like, longer than I have known Abigail. I've only known her for a short time.
Right.
A couple of years, maybe.
Stefan Philbrook is in the Facebook live chat. Hello, Stefan. Ryan says, does that go for your dad too, Abigail? The no making fun of anyone thing? I'm not. When it gets into family side,
He's calling Peter out.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Chris Rose says, hi, Matt. Hi, Eric.
Hi.
Ryan says, not a thumbs up. Not a thumbs up? Oh. That's a I gotta get my eyes checked. He was doing I think he was doing the L thing, like a loser. But I don't know who he was calling a loser. I don't know if that's what that is.
I hope it's not you.
I hope it's not me too. No.
Then you're gonna start having a problem.
Jenny says, life isn't fair, Ryan. It's okay. You will be fine, with a smiley face. Ryan says, oh no, Jenny, I'm so distraught. Chris says, what did I miss this morning? I had a meeting and missed the last half hour of the show. That's a great question. Eric, you were there. Can you, what was the last half hour of the show? Can you recap it?
It was crazy the last 10 minutes. My number one fan called. I've known it for a while, Lisa.
It's interesting.
She was kind of over the top.
Interesting, Eric, that, I said, can you recap the last half hour? And you jump right to the last 10 minutes where you got a call from your new love interest.
Well, Lisa.
Love, exciting,
Peter called her out.
new.
Wanted her to call the show. So.
Oh, Peter wanted her to call. Oh, so Peter was playing matchmaker, trying to get you two crazy kids together.
Kinda, I guess.
Kinda. So that means there's potential for something.
No, there's not.
Isn't it romantic? I'm a terrible singer, Eric. I apologize for that.
So am I.
Actually, I'm a good harmony singer. I can sing with others and find the octave, but on my own, I'm quite terrible. I am no crooner.
Oh, yeah. I also like to personally invite you and Jenny to the morning show because I'm having a 51st birthday celebration, and Amanda McCarthy and her boyfriend Tom are going to play music.
Oh, wonderful! I know Amanda well. I've interviewed her several times on another show that I've never.
Really?
I've never had her on this show, but I do another show that on another station that focuses on New Hampshire music, and I've interviewed Amanda several times. Yeah, and and also too, I was part of an interview years ago. This was a weird one when Glenn R.J. Willett had his little QCE news studio up the street. Glenn had her on as a guest, and I was there for that too.
He talked to her. This was back when she was just a little star.
Yeah.
Now she's really getting her stuff on the radio.
Oh yeah, no, Amanda's great. Very talented and really good. You know what?
Have you interviewed her boyfriend Tom?
She's good people. No.
He's really a good person too.
There was a show I was at where we didn't do an interview, but I recorded their live set, and Tom was there, and they played together. I think that was the first time I had ever seen her and him together on the same show.
Tap Room on Sunday, and her voice was gone because she did 4 shows in 3 days. She felt really bad.
She's working hard.
She played a guitar, and then she had a couple of ringers come in. She had this guy singing Rhapsody songs, and he was so high energy. And then she had this, I think this other girl was Jessie.
Oh.
And she was a ringer too, and the show was really good. And of course, people were acting really foolish because it was St. Patrick's Day and they were drunk and foolish. The guy was losing his pants, and this other girl.
A guy was losing his pants. That is scandalous.
This other girl was slapping a girl on the butt.
Oh, that's not okay.
And then they had
that is not okay.
Then they had 2 beers in their face at the same time.
2 beers in the face at the same time?
They were sloshed. And I think they regretted it on Monday.
I want to go on record. Drunk. I want to go on record, Eric.
I was drinking a pineapple juice. Everybody else was drinking alcohol.
Because I'm a big, I'm all for temperance, and I don't approve of 2 beers in the face or losing of pants or slapping on butts.
I said,
all this debauchery, and this is why.
I came to have a good time, and the people were they were so sloshed.
You know what? I'm gonna come right out and say it. You know why all this is happening? 8 years of Barack Obama. There you go. I said it.
Even one of the guys that was one of our ringers says, "Everybody been drinking all day," and everybody yelled out, "Yeah!"
I noticed you.
I yelled out, "No, I haven't."
Oh,
I was drinking pineapple juice. They gave it to me for free, by the way.
You're like the cool straight edge guy.
Kudos to Murphy's Tap Room. They said no charge on your pineapple juice.
I know. Yeah.
It's only like $2.25.
I can't drink pineapple juice. You know why?
Why?
It's disgusting.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, Gorman says, no, the finger was pointing up at Peter, LOL. Peter White of the morning show.
Wow.
Abigail says, no issue. Oh, this is referring to Ryan. No issue. I just don't like when people are rude to my friends. Nothing against you, but Eric's a good guy, and that wasn't cool. I like to joke too, but sometimes it's too far, and I wanted my friend Eric to know I had his back. Very nice. Very nice.
She's a great girl.
Absolutely. Peter did a great job.
Yeah, he did.
And I'm sure Abigail's mom, too, but I don't know her, so I give Peter credit.
Yeah, I never met his mother, but she speaks highly of her.
Let's see. Ryan responded, what exactly did I say to Eric? Excuse me. It can't be worse than playing a soundbite that says loser. I don't recall ever saying or doing anything to Eric that would be making fun of him until after maybe he said something to me, and I still don't think I said anything.
It's all water under the bridge.
Water under the bridge.
Whatever that means.
I feel like, I got to be honest with you, Eric, to continue the metaphor, I kind of feel like, at least as far as what's going on in the Facebook live chat, we're on a bridge over troubled water, if you know what I mean. I feel like there's a little bit of...
The same friend that likes to make fun of the Relay for Life thing, he always tells me sometimes to wheel it in like Karen Robidoux does in the mornings, and he says, you know, Eric, he says, no, it's about you, but it seems like all day it's been about me.
It's Eric Day.
It is. Kind of weird, isn't it?
I guess. Ryan Gorman says, I even said, wow, that's too much, dude, when Peter played that, LOL. Matt's Dr. Phil. I am Dr. Phil. I'm like Dr. Phil. Wouldn't it be cool if, like, I just, like I took off, like, a mask and all of a sudden it was Dr. Phil underneath?
I'd be running out the door.
You don't like Dr. Phil?
I do, but that would freak me out.
Everybody likes Dr.
Jump
Phil.
out the window.
Is Dr. Phil a real doctor? What do you think?
No.
You don't think he's a real doctor?
Well, I talked about that bully at school when he used to say he was going to kill me.
A bully threatened to kill you?
Yes, Peter said, I'm going to have him on the show tomorrow. I said, if he shows up, I might jump out the window.
Oh, my God, this is terrible. Bullies are just supposed to, like, punch you in the mouth and steal your lunch money, not threaten to kill you.
This guy followed me home one day.
A guy followed you home?
Yeah, he got expelled, though, so I was thinking, crazy Jesus said he got expelled. I never had to see him again.
Wait,
the
you
guy's
prayed?
Probably dead now.
You prayed that he would get expelled and then die?
When he got expelled, I was very happy because I didn't deal with his crap anymore.
Oh, and then he died?
I mean, no, I think he's dead now because he was evil.
Oh, my goodness. And you think his own evil is what killed him?
No, I'm thinking now that he must be dead because he was just such a bad guy.
Do you think maybe he followed the wrong guy home?
I don't know, but he was a really bad guy. He really bullied me. He threatened to kill me more than once. I should have reported him to the police.
Is that what you did? Like when
I was scared, though.
When he bullied you, were you like, I'm going to report you to the police?
No, I didn't do anything. I didn't tell anybody.
Oh, you didn't tell anybody?
No.
Oh. You know what you got to do with the bully? You got to stand up to him.
Yeah, I was afraid, though. He was bigger than me.
You got to say, hey, man, I'm not afraid of you.
Yeah. Well,
and then the bully will be like, well, you should be, punk.
I was afraid they'd punch me in the stomach and knock me out.
Well, you don't get knocked out from being punched in the stomach.
You in the head, though.
Right. He could have punched you in the head.
I did get hit in the head one time at the, what's his face?
How old were you when this happened?
This was in Highland Goss Falls. I was a bully there, and he punched me in the face.
Why?
Because he was just a dummy. Thought it was fun.
Oh. Like at school? Did this happen at school?
I don't know if it was stomach or face, yeah. It didn't feel too good.
Well, I bet. You know what I did once when I was a kid? And I like, the idea of me ever being any kind of a bully is ridiculous. I was actually very, very shy. When I was a kid, I was painfully shy.
Really?
So I've always been an introvert. I'm an introvert now, really. Like when I'm not on the air, I'm very quiet. But I was painfully shy and just afraid of everyone growing up. I was very, very quiet.
Really?
But I had this friend. This is a true story. I had this friend. His name was Carl Trask. And he was like, and everybody hated him.
Really?
And I didn't have a lot of friends, honestly, at that. This was in like maybe 4th or 5th grade. I didn't have a lot of friends myself because I was like really quiet and shy. But it wasn't like, everybody hated me or anything. But Carl was actually obnoxious. Everyone hated him. And then one day, he's doing this thing where he's like he and I were arguing about something because he was one of the few people that I was close with, even though everyone else hated him. And he's like, he was mad at me about something. He started doing this thing where he's like sort of fake punching me, like coming really close to my face, but not actually connecting. And he starts like doing that to me just to mess with me. So I started doing it back to him, and it was 100% an accident. I slipped. And I didn't pull my punch enough, and I actually gave him a bloody nose. And I totally didn't mean to. And I was terrified because I was like, oh, my God, I'm going to get in trouble. And I was like that kid that never got in trouble for anything because I was like a little angel. Not because I was like a great guy or anything, but just because I was so afraid and shy.
So what happened?
So I'm like, so he starts bleeding, and this was like during recess.
Did he cry?
I don't think he cried, but I remember him. So he beelines it for the bathroom, because he's bleeding, and I'm chasing after him, not to beat him up or anything. I'm chasing after him. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, because I was so afraid that he was going to tell on me. I was worried about getting in trouble. He was being a jerk and kind of deserved it because he was, because he shouldn't have been messing with me the way that he was.
Wow.
I just messed with him back and took it a step too far, but it was a 100% accident. But even the teachers didn't like him. So
what happened after that day?
So somebody went and told, that same day, somebody went and told the teacher
that you were punching
that that I had hit Carl and that he was bleeding.
Oh no.
And I remember the teacher, her name was Mrs. Fortin, and she looks at me she looks around the room and she goes, where's Matt? And I'm like, oh no, I'm in trouble. So, which I knew it was going to happen, right? So I'm like in the corner. So she sees me, her eyes land on me for a second, but then she doesn't do anything. And then that was it. Like, she never confronted me about it. Nobody ever talked to me about it. She's like, where's Matt? And she sees me, and then she's like, okay. And then I figured, all right, she's going to talk to me later. Later, I'm going to be in trouble. Nope. Because even the teachers hated the kid. So it looked like she was going to do something, and then she didn't. And then, like, for the rest of the day, I've got, like, kids in grades higher than me who would never have given me the time of day coming up to me and shaking my hand for giving Carl a bloody nose because they all hated him. And it was a total accident. Like, I was like the last
Did he ever give you trouble again?
Huh?
Did he ever get in your face again?
Nope. So I did teach him a lesson, but he wasn't. The thing is, though, it's not like he was trying to bully me and I stood up to a bully. Like,
he was just a dummy.
We were friends, but he was being really obnoxious that day, which is why nobody else liked him.
Right.
The only reason I really hung out with him was because I was so shy and quiet that I didn't have a lot of friends. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was a total accident. I didn't mean to give him a bloody nose, but anyway.
Like a total accident when the Freud's Club burns to the ground.
What? It's interesting you bring that up again.
Yeah.
Things burning to the ground.
Yeah.
See, Eric,
they rebuilt the whole.
Can I give you some advice?
Right.
The voices, you got to ignore them. Like, I mean, what? You don't think I have voices in my head that tell me to burn things? Of course I do. And you don't think I have a hard time resisting the urge to light everything on fire? Of course I do. It's torturous to try to resist these urges, but I do it. I keep it under control. I've never burned anything down, or at least not within the last decade. You just got to shut out the voices, Eric.
Yeah.
Just shut them out and just focus on the things that matter.
I can't wait for tomorrow morning's show.
Oh, I thought you were
after this.
I thought you were going to say you can't wait for tonight.
Between me and Ryan.
Because tonight you're going to go. You're going to do your 3 minutes. You're going to do great. You're going to impress your lady friend.
I'm not concerned about that.
Maybe take her back to your disgusting apartment that you didn't bother to clean.
I'm not doing that.
Well, do
Nobody's
the old.
allowed there after 10 o'clock.
Nobody. What? Nobody's allowed there after 10 o'clock?
Well, no
Where do you
guests.
sleep?
No guests.
Oh, no guests. I was going to say, what kind of an apartment is
not
this?
that people have done it before, but you're not supposed to.
Oh.
No overnight guests.
Oh.
Unless you get permission ahead of time.
Oh. But see, if you have an overnight guest when you're not supposed to, you're doing something you're not supposed to, doesn't that kind of make it even better?
Yeah, well, that's not going to happen. So.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, because then the next day would you be you'd be disappointed in yourself the next day, right? You'd be like,
well, I don't know about that, but I'm just saying. No, I'm not doing that stuff. Shame on you for bringing it up. Shame on you.
Interesting.
We're just friends.
Mm-hmm.
The world needs more friends. Like Abigail called.
The world needs more friends. Yes.
She didn't have to do that,
No, that's true. She's got your back. I think that's very nice.
More than once.
She's a loyal friend. More than once.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Why? Has this happened before?
Yeah, when Ryan slammed me before. She brought it up like a week later. She goes, about that call.
Is this like a trend? Does this happen all the time where
This is the second time that
you guys are fighting?
she
Are
called
you
up.
and Ryan what you would call frenemies?
I think so.
Oh.
I think so, yeah. That's a new one. Yeah,
You're frenemies. Yeah.
yeah I think if he's still online, is he?
I assume. The Facebook live chat's gotten very quiet. You know what?
If he's still listening, see if he remembers, Ryan, if you're listening, if you remember the first time, like 10 years ago when I called Amsterdam, and I wasn't too, I was being kind of negative, so if I was, I apologize. I might have called you a rotten name.
You know why I think it's so quiet in the Facebook live chat? Everyone was riveted by my story of giving Carl a bloody nose.
I think everybody shut it off.
Why? Because they couldn't handle the violence of my childhood?
I guess not.
How do you think I feel about it? Do you think I'm proud of what I've done?
I don't
All
know.
the punching Carl in the face and lighting things on fire?
Did the story really happen?
Yes. Actually, that was 100% true. If I were going to...
Because April Fool's Day is coming around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you the April Fool's joke about Kmart days, where this friend of mine pretended to be the store manager. He said the other one got fired.
Oh, here we go. Ryan says, dude, LOL, WTF. I've never said anything to Eric until he said something to me.
Well, if you're still listening, Ryan, do you remember the first time I called up Amsterdam and I might have called you a bad name?
What do you call it? Masterdam?
I might have called you a bad name, so I do apologize for that.
Oh, well, maybe that's why he called you a bad name. It was what they call...
About 10 years ago.
It was what they call a receipt.
Right. So I apologize.
You had another story about something you'd burned down or something that I interrupted
the
you?
Kmart days, the lady, the April Fool's, he said she was a new store manager. She had a store manager tag on.
Uh-huh.
And she let it go for a couple hours, and then like 5 hours later, the store manager had a day off, and she said April Fool's. And I didn't let her forget about it for a while.
Oh.
She had me fooled. I forgot it was April Fool's Day.
You know what I did once?
That was a good one, though.
That was a good one. You know what I did once is I went to Kmart and I wore a name tag, and I told everyone I was the new store manager, and then I burned it down.
Oh, no, you didn't.
With everyone inside it. And I killed all those people.
You're a murderer?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Wait a minute.
Oh, that's April Fool.
I just said all that out loud, didn't I?
You did. That's April Fool.
That was meant to be an inside thought.
Oh, nice.
I mean, obviously, I'm kidding. Let's see. Jenny says, be nice. Eric was nice. You two let it all go. Ryan says, oh, geez, Eric, if you go back to the Amsterdam years, I don't remember. Peter says, I'm watching on channel 97. Eric's head takes up about 85% of the screen. Well, you know why? Because Eric's got a groupie, and it's going to his head. It is going to his head.
Well, she did ask my autograph, and I told her I don't do autographs.
You don't do autographs?
No.
You're too big a star.
Anybody ever ask you for an autograph, Matt, on Manchester?
Yes. Do you know how hard it is for me to even get into the building when I come to do the show?
I don't know how hard is it.
The throngs of people outside practically climbing over each other to get to me. It's quite distressing.
Man.
Why do you think I have all that security?
I don't see Lenny sitting there.
Well, no. I mean, I've got big, beefy guys, big, beefy men who protect me. But they stay outside the building to make sure no one gets in.
How do you let me in?
Well, because they know you, because you're a big star.
Yeah.
What?
That's
you don't think they know?
People have told me that in Manchester that I'm a big star. I told them, no, let's do this show for fun.
You're a big star now. You are.
Peter White
You're starting to sound like Glenn
R.J.
Willett.
I said, no, it's not going to my head.
You're sounding like Glenn R.J. Willett now. Glenn's always like, I don't want to be a celebrity.
It's just fun.
This is fun. I'm glad you're having fun.
He's just he is kind of a celebrity in town.
Who? Glenn R.J. Willett, the People's Mayor?
Yeah, it's his tagline. He gave himself that tagline, the People's Mayor.
That's right.
I'll probably see him tonight. So if he's listening, I'll see you soon.
Orion says, plus, I actually was an a-hole, arrogant, and obnoxious then. You know, like Peter now.
Wow. Now he's throwing Peter White under the bus.
I know.
Well, I can't wait to hear the show tomorrow. Oh, my God.
But they're friends. They're buds. They're like brothers, but sometimes brothers fight.
Oh, I'm sure he's going to have a good response because Peter White never lets a good fight go away.
He doesn't?
Because it makes for good radio.
That does make for good radio.
That's his tagline. When I come in, he says, Eric, don't blurt it all out now. Save it for the radio. I've been saying that for like 2 years now.
He's been saying what?
When I come in and want to tell everybody everything, he goes, no, Eric, save it for the radio. We got 2 hours to fill.
Yeah. Why are you one of those people? If you talk a lot before the show, then when during the show
Peter
you have
gets
nothing
mad.
to say.
Yeah, Peter gets mad.
Yeah.
That's his tagline. Save it for the radio.
Ryan says the Menendez brothers, referring to brothers, Peter. Remember the Menendez brothers?
Yeah, they were pretty evil. They killed people.
That's what happens when you listen to the voices in your head, Eric.
Oh, boy.
That's why you got to shut them out.
It's hard to.
Do you think I'm proud of what I've done?
No, probably not, because you haven't done them.
I'm glad. You know what? That's nice of you to give me the benefit of the doubt. I feel like
I don't think Jenny would be with you if you were a
I feel
murderer.
like you believe in me. Do you believe in me, Eric?
I don't think Jenny would stay with you if you were a bad guy.
Right.
I know you're not.
But how do you know? Like, here's the thing, though. Like, how do you know that, like, during the day? Like, what if during the day I'm just the Matt Connarton everyone knows and hopefully loves and adores, but then at night, what if at night I wear like an all black leather suit,
don't.
and then I'm actually an international crime lord?
You're not.
How weird would that be?
You're not.
I used to have that fantasy about remember Al Caprillion, the weatherman, the high pressure. I used to think, and
He's still with us, I think.
Yes, of course, but I used to think, wouldn't it be funny if Al, like at night, he's actually an international crime lord,
He's still
and
on
his
the
whole
internet,
thing is
I
an
think.
act.
I think he still does internet weather.
Well, we're all on the internet, Eric. Everyone's on the internet.
True, not me right now. Not on Facebook.
What did you
Even though
do?
Peter White keeps calling me out saying, "Oh,
What did you
I know
do?
you don't post a lot of stuff, but I bet you're cheating and you're going on." I gave
You're
it up For Lent.
cheating?
I gave it up for Lent.
She's not even your girlfriend yet, and you're cheating?
No, I gave it up for Lent.
You gave what up for Lent? Facebook?
Facebook, yeah.
Oh.
46 days.
46? I thought Lent was only 30 days.
No, it's actually they say it's 46 days.
I'm the worst Catholic ever. Eric, how would you rate me as a Catholic?
A lousy one.
Really terrible, yeah. I haven't even been to church
Well,
in
that friend of mine that
a
makes
long
fun
time.
of the cancer research, he's a deacon in the Catholic Church. So he says,
And he makes fun of cancer research?
And he tells me that I'm not a good practicing Catholic anymore either, because I go to Grace Church, I go to Episcopal Church, I go to Manchester Christian Church. But I said, would you rather me hang out at the local bars 6 days a week?
Yeah,
True.
Well, all right, here's what you need to tell him. You need to say, hey, look, buddy, I was near a satanic rock, and I didn't talk to the devil or whatever happened that day at that place.
Yeah.
That's what you need to tell him.
Oh, I know. We have a good relationship. We're good pals. He's one of my best friends.
It sounds like he's very mean to you.
No, he just puts me in my place sometimes.
Oh, okay.
You need friends like that.
Jenny says, wait, you want black leather? Actually, I think at this stage, I'm more of a black velvet kind of guy.
Oh, boy.
Black velvet in my little boy's smile. Do you like when I sing, Eric? Or does it upset you? Some people get very upset.
You're not the best singer.
Right. But am I the worst?
One of the worst, yes.
One of the worst.
Amanda's a lot better. Have you heard her sing?
Well, Amanda's a great singer, of course.
You've heard her sing on your other show?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't there, so I don't know. I don't know what you do when you're not here.
Okay. That's good. That's actually reassuring.
That's your business.
I don't want anyone to know what I do when I'm not here.
Yeah,
If you know what I mean.
Right.
I mean,
I don't want anybody to know what I do, but I kind of tell everybody, so I'm like an open book, I guess.
you're like on Howard Stern, where everyone's an open book.
Like when I told you, when Joel Lard came in yesterday, when I did the show on Monday, he wasn't like this. He goes, "You were Mariah today." He couldn't stop laughing when he came in on that door right there.
Let's see. Ryan says, hey, can I call back to ask Eric a serious question about Catholicism? I was raised Catholic.
Really?
Oh, yes, of course, Ryan. Well, you're always welcome.
Yeah, call up, Ryan.
Jenny says, donations for Matt's new black leather and feather fetish can be mailed to P.O. Box. Oh, this is very exciting. I don't know if we can... I don't know if we're legally allowed to raise money for fetishes. I think that's against FCC regulations.
Yeah, I don't think your boss would like that.
You can do that for charity or other things, but I think for fetishes, there's ever since the thing with Janet Jackson at the Super Bowl,
when
you
I
can't
was coming
do
in,
that.
I saw your boss, and I said, I'm going to go visit Matt. He goes, oh, really?
Was that literally his reaction?
Yeah,
really?
He knows me too well. He knows me for a long time. I said, how long have you been at the station? I asked him that the other day. He said, 21 years, I think. Something like that. And I said, do you ever listen to the morning show? He goes, I catch the last 5 minutes. I said, you ever catch the replay? He goes, Eric, I got work to do.
That's right.
I said,
He does.
You're right.
Am I on?
Oh, hi, Ryan.
Well, hi,
Can you hear me,
Ryan.
Matt?
What's up?
Oh, all right.
Can you hear us?
I can't hear it. It's barely coming out.
I hear you,
I had a
brother.
question for for Eric.
Yes,
I'm
Eric, so
listening.
you're a practicing Catholic.
Not really anymore. No, I go to Catholic churches
so
though.
So you're not. Never mind. I thought you were, because I was gonna ask a question.
Not really. No. Since I go to Episcopal Church, I
all
go
right.
to Grace
Well, then it
Church,
doesn't
I go
really
to
matter. I was
Christian
gonna
Church.
ask. I mean, I might as well freaking ask now that I'm on the phone with you.
Yes.
You can
So
ask
my
anyways.
whole point was I don't understand how the Vatican can stay open like they do. Because
It's not good.
I often ask Catholics this question: if would you still buy Nikes if you found out the CEO of Nike found out that all his district managers of Nike, not all of them, but most of them, a lot of them, were, systematically abusing the children that make Nike.
That's one of the major reasons I left the Catholic Church. was
Now,
that
just
reason.
just
Oh, okay, beautiful. All right, so then
And my ex-wife's the same thing.
just to be clear, this is a hypothetical. I don't want to get sued by Nike. You're just using that as an example.
Yeah. I don't think.
When
I
I
don't
was with
think
my wife at the
that
time,
Nike
we were both very.
is abusing the children, the underage children that are making their shoes for them.
I do-
other than making them make shoes for them.
I do have an answer to your question, though, because you were asking how does the Vatican stay open? I was raised Catholic myself, and we were always told that the Vatican gift shop does gangbusters business.
Oh, I'm telling you, dude.
So that
Have
supports
you seen
the
those
whole thing.
life-size Pope action figures they have? It's
A
not
friend of mine is a deacon
I
in
have
the
not.
Catholic Church, and he always says to me, he doesn't like what's going on either, but he says, follow the money.
I have a friend.
Yeah, well, of course, yeah. But
Yeah.
That's a line by Jesse Ventura too. He often says that when referring to quote unquote conspiracy theories,
yes,
or as I like to call it, the truth.
right. I have a friend there too. They call him Deacon Blue.
Yeah.
You can blue who?
Oh, well, we can't discuss that here, Ryan. That's for my other show, Matt Connarton
Yeah,
Unsheathed.
they're not allowed.
Yes.
Well, I mean, Eric, that's awesome to hear that. That's why you.
Oh, I
left,
still
because
pop in
I'm
once in a while,
surprised
but
that
I'm
more
definitely
people
not a
don't.
Protestant
That's great.
Catholic anymore. I go to Episcopal Church, I go to Grace Church, and I go to the Mason Christian Church. And believe me, they don't got it. They don't got it. Nobody's got it all figured out. But that was one of the major reasons that I don't go there every Sunday anymore.
By the way, hello to Bill Muckler, who was on the show recently for a great discussion. He's in the Facebook live chat. He says, "Hi, Matt. Get a GoFundMe. Everyone else does for almost everything, for my fetish."
Oh.
I wonder if there's a website to raise money specifically for fetishes.
I bet there is, but probably not allowed to go there.
If there isn't, we should
thank
start
you,
one.
Eric. Thank you, Matt.
All right, no problem.
You're welcome. Thank you, Ryan. All right. Now, do you have any, because I'm quite the theologian myself, Eric, do you have any questions for me that I can help
not
you
at
with?
the moment,
Do you
no.
have spiritual questions or,
No.
or conflicts that you're dealing with
Nope.
or maybe just things that are just troubling you that you can't quite understand?
I wish I
or-
could sleep past 3 in the morning. That would be nice.
That is not a theological question,
5
Eric.
straight days of not sleeping good. So.
5 straight days. Jenny says
Too much
it's
high
a
energy.
Yeti thing, huh? What's a Yeti thing? My fetishes? My goodness.
Well, I've been diagnosed bipolar, so that's
You've been diagnosed as bipolar.
right. That causes sleep pattern problems at times. So.
Oh, are you on?
Oh, yeah, I'm in medicine.
Okay.
But at times I get too high wired, or I get no energy.
You get high wired.
Right now, I'm definitely on the high strength.
Yeah, you see that. You're a ball of fire.
And other times I'll have like no energy.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta take your medication and try to take care of yourself.
Right.
But even then, you still have these high points and you're low. But I blame my ex-wife for the bipolar.
I don't think that people can give you bipolar. But now I have to say though, I have to
Because I was
qualify
diagnosed
that.
with bipolar when I was living in Concord days. So.
Let me.
You gotta blame somebody. That's
I'm-
the world we live
I'm
in.
not-
You blame somebody.
I'm not as much
It's
of
not
an-
her fault though. This is a joke. But.
Oh, I thought you were serious. Like maybe she injected you with something to give you, which would be a great reason for divorcing her, like you did. And kudos
No,
to
she
you, by the
divorced
way.
me. If I remember
Oh,
the
I
story
always
right.
get that wrong.
She threw me out.
Peter White says, "Smoke some grass, easy."
Yeah, and I like to remind Peter White that
Did you do that?
His wife at the time threw him out too.
Oh!
He announced it on the radio. He announced it on the radio himself. He goes, "That happened to me too." He said it, not me.
Dude.
But I am reminding him, though. I am reminding him.
Ooh, shot through the heart, and you're to blame. Oh,
well,
my goodness.
He brings that up a lot.
Oh.
Like my friend that likes to make fun of the relay. He says a lot to me. He goes, "Whatever happened to Holly?"
I'm not. Right?
And I said, "Well, he's probably still living in Concord days." So.
I'm not,
He's still living in Concord.
Quite honestly, though, I have to tell you.
He still has a photo of the wedding photo. You get in the paper. He still has it on his refrigerator. I said, when you move, Stu,
wait,
you gotta get rid of that.
Your friend has on his refrigerator a wedding photo of you and your ex-wife?
It was in the paper. You know, you get wedding announcements in the paper.
Why would he keep that? Was he having an affair with your wife?
No.
Oh my God.
No, my ex-wife hated him. But then I guess she hated all my Manchester friends. But then when I moved back to Manchester, guess what? I get to hang out with all of them again, so it all works out in the end.
By hate, you mean sexual tension?
No, at the beginning she wanted me all to herself.
So. I bet she did. Wow.
But then at the end she said, "Out of here."
I was genuinely, but I wasn't feigning, by the way. Like, I was genuinely surprised when you said that about Pete.
I told what
kidding around is one thing, but that's like, ouch, that's going for the throat.
I told Brianna, because at Creamland, they don't know my story, so I kind of...
Creamland?
I kind of let them out slowly.
I thought it was Creamland.
She says, "You were married?"
Creamland makes it sound like it's a country.
I said, "Yeah, my previous lifetime I was married," but I said that was like 11 years ago, so... Oh, just seen the reaction from this lady.
What was what? She couldn't believe that you had been married?
Yeah, she looked at me like I had three heads. I said, "Yeah, I was married about how long? Oh, 3.5 years." I said, "Don't worry about it. There was a problem at the end, but I can laugh about it now." But in the big picture, though, when the Creamland closes for the winter, I want to get the my Nicole and Natalie to come on the show. That would be great to talk about Creamland and the history behind it.
That'd be.
I don't know if they're up for it.
That would be.
I'm gonna try to work on them.
That, my friend, sounds like
right
radio
now they're working
gold.
a lot of hours and they're not available. So
Peter in the Facebook live chat says, "I never had a restraining order. Easy."
Oh yeah, that kind of slipped out.
The gloves are off.
That shouldn't have happened, but that slipped out on the show. I was thinking about it up here and it slipped out over here, like when you burned the place down there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said it, but I did.
Wait, say what?
There was one, unfortunately.
For real?
For real.
On a restraining order against you?
Unfortunately, yeah, it got really ugly.
Jeez.
No contact for a year. Yeah.
So Peter wasn't kidding when he said that.
Right.
All right. Well, this was delayed, but I need to do it. Oh!
Yeah, it wasn't good. No. It got really ugly. So.
This whole conversation's gotten really ugly.
Unfortunately.
Wow. Everything's coming out.
I'm not proud of it. That's probably a low point in my life.
Wow.
Police were involved, obviously.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, my parents were not happy. So it's either I go to my parents' house or I go to my friend Scary Dan's house, and I end up with his house for 12 days.
You had to go to a house of someone named Scary Dan?
Well, that's the nickname I gave him. But I got them two together with his wife Celeste, so I'm responsible for their marriage. Yep. Apparently, because that's what she said the other day. I introduced Celeste to Dan, and the rest is history.
I've always loved that name, Celeste.
Yeah, she's a nice lady. I've known her for a long time.
I think it's because it reminds me of pizza. Jenny says, the call of the Yeti.
I can write a book about my interesting life.
Well, I don't know about a book, maybe a pamphlet.
Well, believe me, the stories.
Oh, well, let's. Geez,
I've told them all the last couple of days because I got too much energy and I should have.
Well, what have you told that you haven't told here? Because I feel like I'm getting to know a whole side of you here.
Yeah, well, I'm not proud of it, but
no, these are all terrible stories.
They're horrible.
Well, wow.
They're not something I'm proud of. I can laugh about it now. It was 11 years ago.
Abigail says, LMAO, my mom and my dad are super chill, Ease. Unlike you, apparently, because you had a restraining order.
Yeah.
What did you do?
It got ugly.
Was it because of your bipolar? Because she injected you with something to give you bipolar?
No, we didn't get along, so we were fighting all the time.
Oh.
You're out of here. So came home from Kmart. Stop and Shop, and the police were there. So. It was ugly.
Is that where you were working at the time? Stop and Shop?
Yeah.
Was she afraid you were going to come home and throw some canned food around or something?
I don't know. It just got ugly. So obviously, when the police get involved, it gets really ugly.
Wow. Peter White in the Facebook live chat says, Eric is tripolar. Oh!
What does tripolar mean? What does that mean?
I don't really know. But it sounded like something that deserved an oh!
But he always jokes that she's going to be coming on the air. But I said, believe me, she would have no interest in coming on the air with me.
Jenny says, oh, meanie, Peter. Here's what we got to do.
She would have no interest in it.
We got to get you and her and your new love interest on the air together. That would be great.
It would be great. It would make for great radio.
It would
but
be great.
It would never happen.
Got to make that happen.
It would never happen.
Eric, they said we'd never get to the moon.
Yeah, Donald Trump's the president. So.
See, they said Donald Trump would never be president.
They said Hillary would have won. Be hands down.
Abigail says, yeah, Dad, I'm trying to defend you. Be cool.
Yeah, she rated him as number 4.
What?
Some kind of rating thing we were doing earlier on the show.
A rating thing?
Yeah, I forget what it was all about, but I'm so tired that he was number 4 in the rating. And he said, well, you can do better, you know. Well, what can I do to get better with you? He said, well, you could text me more. You could respond to my email, my Facebook post.
Wait, who is this saying to who? Who's...
Abigail and Peter.
Oh, okay.
He said, what can I do to improve it? He said, I got to improve my relationship with you?
Oh.
It makes for great radio.
You know? Oh, of course, yeah.
She was just joking around.
I remember saying to Peter once on the air, because he hasn't come in a long time, but, when he's been on this show, I remember telling him one day it must be really cool to be able to do a show with his daughter. I only know of one other similar instance of that in radio. There's a guy, I don't know if you ever listen to Sirius XM radio, but there's a guy named Ron Bennington who does a show called Bennington with his daughter, Gail Bennington.
Is she as funny as Abigail?
I don't know, because I haven't really listened to the show in a long time. Because I'm talking about Bennington. I do listen to the morning show, but because Bennington used to be Ron Bennington. It used to be called the Ron and Fez Show, because it was Ron Bennington and his partner Fez, and then Fez retired from radio, and then now he does a show with his daughter, and it's called Bennington. And actually, the tagline for the show is Bennington, no relation, even though they're their father and daughter. But it's the only other father and daughter team that I know of in radio.
I always loved the radio since I was a small kid. So maybe someday at this station, I'll have my own radio show.
Maybe.
Never know. The EZG report.
I feel like you're back.
A half an hour show.
Oh my God, you are trying to take over for Peter, aren't you?
No, I have my own show.
Oh,
a half an hour show.
Sure. Abigail says, if Matt suggests another charity boxing match between Eric and his ex, I'm out. Well, no, I would not suggest that. But
no.
Abigail also says, doing a show with my dad is the best, y'all. Honestly, he's pretty all right. Yeah. I could see doing a show with my dad. Except
Ben Dion does it with.
Except my dad is like
Daryl.
My dad's like a super Trump guy now. So
they're really funny because Ben Dion was sitting over there and Daryl's over here, and they kind of go back and forth. I know it's all makes for good radio.
True. There's a father and son team here
it makes
at
for good old radio.
It does make for good radio.
Well, he kind of cuts him down a little bit, saying, you're not allowed to say that, Dad, but he doesn't really mean that.
Now, will you do when you because you're talking about having your own show here at WMNH when you successfully oust Peter White, which you're clearly plotting to do.
I like to have my own half an hour show.
Yeah, whatever. Will you be doing that with your dad? Will you have your dad on your? Because you don't have any children, right?
No.
So will you be having your father
not.
on with you?
He likes to listen to the radio, but I don't think he wants to be on the radio. He's never called the station.
You could call it something.
He's never called any station.
He's never called any station?
No, in 77 years. He just likes to listen.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes he listens to the replay when we're doing some errands on any given Wednesday or Thursday. And we'll have quite a chuckle. Sometimes I've called the Weekly Dion before, and he'll discuss my father, and he'll quite a chuckle. He says, "Oh wow, they're discussing me."
So you went on the Weekly Dion.
I've never had. No, but I called up the show. I tried to get on the show, but
you called up the Weekly Dion.
I don't want to beg.
You just spilled all this dirt about your dad. How does your dad feel about that?
Oh, he was right there.
Oh, okay. We have a call. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
John Hopwood.
John Hopwood, how are you,
missing
sir?
in action today.
Are you going to be hosting the new show with Eric?
I don't know what's going on. I just am calling in.
I wonder that myself.
There's a lot of
every day.
activity going on.
You don't know what's going
But
on.
it has to
What
do
are you, Dave Ridley? You just call in without
It has
listening to the
do
show?
With the,
It's been a
it
pretty
has
wild
to
show.
do with the city, so we can't talk about it. But
Yeah.
Oh, you got to keep it under the table?
Yeah, but
Yes.
will you be there for Eric's 3 minutes later?
I think it's going to be the best 3 minutes ever.
Let's not talk about that. Hey, have you seen Brendan around or Jim O'Connell?
I have not seen either of them.
Okay, because I found Joel. Joel is safe now.
Joel the Moose Elber?
Oh, yeah, he is definitely safe.
Well,
What do you mean safe?
well, that's good. Oh, he was missing. You didn't know
Found
that?
him from the flower shop. Or shoppy.
Oh,
Is that how
what?
we pronounce it?
He wasn't hanging out with our friend Squirt, was he? Because I don't think they would get along.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't he supposed to move to Florida and get married?
Oh,
He was. He had Joel in a cage. Big bird cage.
oh, Squirt had Joel in a cage?
I think that's why he left the show. He was going to go and move to Florida and be married to Shirley.
I thought he left the show because he didn't want to do traffic anymore.
No, that was just a farce.
Well,
Oh.
you know, it was terrible. You know, all those posts of the Squirt of the last, 6 weeks or so. That was Joel.
Oh, okay. Well, now it all
He
makes
was
sense.
forced into it.
Well, I think I'll bump into him at Creamland because I think he's a big fan of that place.
Eric works at Creamland. He hasn't gotten fired yet.
So if you're listening, Joel, come on down and say hi to the Easy G. I like to say hi. I haven't
Have
him
you
since
seen
August.
Ted Gatsis there yet?
No, but I brought that name up today. It was funny, and my boss kind of yelled at me a little bit because he was busy with paperwork. And I said, "You're right. My bad. I need to cut my talk down. You don't need to talk to the boss all day long. They got things to do. You got things to do." But he said, real quick, a second update. He said we're very friendly with the Ted Gassis family. That's why they had the big sign up when he got elected. It said, "Imagine the possibilities." At Creamland.
Peter White in the Facebook
But
Live
we don't
chat.
talk about those things.
Yeah.
The former mayor and executive council was just a big fan of Creamland.
Peter says Joel wanted to do more bingo at the senior center. Oh, I didn't know. That was Joel's
true.
thing. Wow, that's no. I think that's great.
He can do what the heck he wants now. He's retired.
That's right. Yes.
That's where the Squirt picked him up from.
Every day is Saturday for
with
Joel
some
now.
of those little
Shirley.
ping pong balls with numbers on them.
Sure. Well, very exciting.
Hansel and Gretel type of thing.
Yes.
He's on my list tonight for the All-Star team. So.
What's
Oh, it was terrible, Mac.
Oh, right.
You know, he kept him in that cage. He belt whipped him, and he only fed him raw hamburger and Scotch whiskey.
Come on now.
Well,
April Fool's around the corner now. You're pulling out like.
Yeah. What? You don't?
No.
You don't believe him?
No, I don't. I know John Hopwood pretty good.
Oh, you do now?
He's a trickster.
Oh, you hear that? Eric says you're a trickster. Would you
Calls
call
up
him?
the station pretend to be different names.
You know what? He's very good friends with Roger Stone, so I don't really trust him either. To be honest with you, they're besties.
Are you besties with Ryan Gorman now?
Oh yes.
With Bob Hope?
Yes. Are you besties with Bob Hope?
He's kind of taking over the show today.
I know, right? It's all very confusing.
Hey,
I'm very confused.
Which animal in Russia mythology is the trickster, and what gender is it?
I give up. I pass. Eric knows. Eric knows
Well,
everything.
you have your own show on Channel 23.
Foxy Lady.
Maybe I can get my own show on Channel 23.
That's my favorite Jimi Hendrix
Maybe
song.
my number one fan could be my first guest.
Foxy Lady. Eric has a new love interest.
Yeah.
Now, what I want to do, John.
Why are you?
John, hang on.
I got to get back to Joel.
I know, but I have this
if
idea.
I
have an idea.
Hey, is there anybody there?
I want to do a double date. I want to set up a double date. You and Carol Becker go on a double date with Eric and his new love interest. And I think that would
Carol
be
Becker?
very exciting. Remember Carol Becker in the Facebook live chat? She's going to go on the date with you?
Whoops. Who's Carol?
She was?
Well,
I thought that was Artificial John she was going out with.
Probably not now. She probably won't because you've already forgotten her.
Oh, no. You did it, Hopwood.
Does she know I'm a Protestant?
She knows everything about you. I gave her the scoop.
The 411.
She's very excited to meet you.
Can we talk about Joel? Because if the public TV studio is open, He'll be on Ward 13 tonight around 7:20.
The Moose is going to be on Ward 13 tonight?
Oh, it's breaking
Talking about life, baseball.
That's huge.
flatulence.
I don't think
Wow.
he's been on this property since August when he left. Yeah.
Will he be giving us all the dirt about his experience on the morning show?
Oh, no, he's already forgotten it. Just ask
Oh.
Peter, he never remembers stuff like that.
Oh, my goodness.
How can you not remember? That was a classic moment in the whole. It was really for great radio.
Hello to Ben Geis.
Is Peter there?
I
No.
haven't seen him.
He is. He's invincible.
But
Hey,
Ben Geis from Leaders of the Shift is in the Facebook live chat, or Benny Loggins, as Peter White likes to call him.
how is it that Ben Dion has the same picture as you do?
I don't know, but that looks like me in that picture. Of course, the listeners aren't going to know the joke.
Oh boy.
But
Well, is Daryl actually, Ben's father, or could he have some Yeti blood?
oh,
Oh boy.
Huh?
maybe Eric is actually Ben's father.
Talk about Joe Keller-Vasquez stirring the pot. It looks like you're doing the same thing, Hopwood. You've been hanging around Joe?
Who are you talking about?
Joe wants to close down the safe station. He's going to talk about that tonight at the Alderman meeting.
Yeah.
Well, if you do turn in tonight, or turn in to Ward 13,
I have no cable.
it's going to be, I mispronounce a Chekhov short story. Rather than lady, small dog, it's house and small dog. I felt so humiliated.
That is humiliating.
We'll see if he shows up.
What's even more humiliating is this damn a movie I cut together from Chuck's interview and Joel's interview after I sprung for him isn't going to work.
Wait, so
Otherwise, it'll be last week's show, folks.
are you saying that tonight's Ward 13 is pre-recorded?
What did you say about Stuart Horgan? I think he's one of my relatives.
Stuart Horgan, yes. I know him very well. Good man. I served with his father.
So tonight's show is pre-recorded?
Apparently.
When did he change his? When did he change his sex?
Well, I can't. Are you're talking about Stuart Horgan, or are you talking about Eric?
Stuart Horgan, S-T-U-A-R-T.
Because Eric does claim you've always been male.
As far as I know.
Okay.
With the good Lord, maybe.
Right.
Male,
yes.
that's old-fashioned.
Yeah, I know. All this
Can you
gender.
wear just shoot, I almost said another word.
Oh.
I tell you guys,
Oh.
Be careful.
when you edit an interview between me and Joel, you've got to take out a lot of F-bombs.
Oh, my good.
Oh, boy.
Couple of potty mouths.
Hey, well, how's your girlfriend doing, Shaggy Maggie, Mac?
What?
Shaggy Maggie. Yeah.
That's not very nice.
Yeah, the one who Frisbee really isn't her favorite F word after all.
Right. Yeah. Kinda, yeah.
Christ, you're so sensitive about that stuff.
I know. I just some of these off-air bits don't necessarily translate on air.
No.
Well, they should follow your webpage, shouldn't they?
Well, they
should follow your Facebook page, right?
They should. I encourage everyone to do so. Matt Connarton Unleashed on Facebook.
Boy.
Like it, learn it, love it, live it, all that. Eric has taken off his headphones. I think you've upset him. That's the second time during the show.
All right, I'm
I have to
going.
use the.
All right, John.
Is Eric going to the meeting tonight?
Yes, he is. He's going to do his 3 minutes.
Oh, I'll be there.
All right, very good. All right, John.
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
Is that the theme from Ben?
From
Or
what?
is that some Michael Jackson song?
That's the Michael Jackson. Well, that's the Jackson 5, actually. All right.
Bye, Matt.
All right. Bye, John. Thank you. All right. So, Ward 13, John Hopwood's show tonight at 6 p.m. You can watch that on TV 23 if you're local here in Manchester, or you can watch it from anywhere, actually, if you go to manchestertv.org. Eric has left the room. He had to use the facilities. Apparently, from what I understand, during the morning show, from what I can gather, from what I can glean, he uses the bathroom like 7 or 8 times during the show. So anyway, so I'm glad he was able to hold out. When he took his headphones off, I thought maybe he was upset with John Hopwood the same way that he was upset with Ryan Gorman earlier. Well, we never even took a break at the top of the hour. This has been quite the show. Our guest didn't make it. Something came up. I'm sure he'll reschedule, but we had a lot of fun anyway with Easy G and his new adventures in romance, shall we say, and learned a lot about him today. There were some things that I didn't know. So so thank you to Easy G. Thank you to everybody in the Facebook live chat. We do have a few minutes left, but it's a little late in the show to really start up anything new. I'm gonna just look at my show prep. I didn't really get to anything today. Sometimes I do a whole bunch of show prep and don't get to any of it. There is breaking news from Politico. Trump taps former Delta pilot to lead FAA amid turmoil. Okay. Let's see. I did share something out earlier from a couple things that were interesting. We talked about it the other day on the show. George Conway, the D.C. area attorney who is also the husband of Kellyanne Conway, went online and diagnosed Trump as crazy. Actually went through the DSM-5 and I think found 4 different diagnoses for our president. And Cenk Uygur from the Young Turks, we're not going to get to it now because we're almost out of time. We'll probably we'll save it for tomorrow's show. But it's pretty interesting. I have some audio to share with you of Cenk Uygur and Anna Kasparian talking about Cenk's theory that Kellyanne Conway is actually feeding information to George Conway to then say publicly, because it's her way of trying to warn the country about Trump and his fragile mental state through her husband, while publicly distancing herself from her own husband's comments. So very, very interesting. Hello, Eric. Welcome back.
Oh, hi.
Eric, are you familiar with this dynamic between Kellyanne Conway, counselor to the president in the White House, and her husband, George Conway, who is very much at odds with the president? The president today tweeting out that Kellyanne Conway's husband is a loser. Is this maybe similar to the dynamic that you had with your wife? And is that why you split up? Did you have an acrimonious marriage over politics?
Toxic relation. Oh, she was a Democrat. I was a Republican. So.
Aha! I knew it. A mixed marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we were both kind of crazy in love, I guess.
Well, you know what they say.
But we couldn't survive on no money, though. So her mother-in-law used to help us out financially, and that really got in the way.
Oh.
Paying for a lot of stuff.
Right.
So if we had more money, we'd probably still be together.
Aw. Well, that's too bad. Well, then it wasn't really love then.
No, it was love at the beginning, but at the end it became very toxic.
If it was really love, it would be forever. Real love lasts forever.
Well, thankfully, we had no kids, so when the split happens, she goes her way, I go mine, and that's it.
Like in that song, When It's Love, when Sammy sings...
But if there would have been a kid involved, how messy that would have been.
When it's love, it'll last forever.
How messy would that have been, Matt?
Kids are very messy. That's why I never wanted children. Like they poop and pee, and you got to clean them up.
No, but they're very expensive. Too.
Then you got to feed them, and they make a mess.
Very expensive.
It's really disgusting. Kids are gross.
But we were a kid at one time.
Did you have a wedding song? Was it When It's Love by Van Halen?
I don't remember, but I know my sister did a hula dance.
How do you know when it's love?
How many times have you been to a wedding and somebody did a hula dance?
Oh, back when I lived in Hawaii.
Really?
All the weddings I went to, there were hula dances.
My sister was a hula dancer.
I never lived in Hawaii.
Yeah.
You can't trust anything that I say.
I'm beginning to believe that.
So now, according to Sammy Hagar, it couldn't have been love, or it would have lasted forever.
Yeah, well, sometimes things...
Do you miss her?
Not really.
Sounds like she was pretty mean. She called the cops on you.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
But that happens sometimes in life.
That does happen. Well, it's never happened to me. But anyway, Eric...
Thankfully it didn't.
Right,
I'm not proud of that, by the way, but it happened.
No, it's not something to be proud of.
It's a low point in my life.
A low point, yes.
Peter White says, look at me now. So.
Look at you now. Everything's looking up.
It is.
You're a big star.
I think I've had one of my best days in my life today.
You got groupies. You got a brand new girlfriend.
I don't know if it's a girlfriend, but I think she was in love with the character. I don't know if she's still in love with me, though.
Oh.
She might be in love with Easy G, but I don't think she's in love with Eric.
Right. You want a girl.
You get that impression there, Matt?
You want a girl who loves you for who you are.
You get that impression about that phone call?
What phone call?
You heard it from Lisa?
Oh, yes.
I think she's in love with the character, not me.
She's starstruck.
Like
yes.
wrestling. Like Triple H, that's not his real name.
Right.
But Stephanie's in love with the person in the real world because he has 3 kids.
Right. Well, that was art imitating life. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Life imitating art, rather.
That was the 4th wall. They weren't supposed to break it, but they do it now.
That they did. All right, we got to go. We're out of time. Thank you so much, Eric.
If we are on the road to WrestleMania, I'm excited.
We're on the road to WrestleMania. Thank you to everybody in the Facebook live chat. Thank you to everybody who called in. And if you missed any part of today's show, and it was a lively one,
oh my God,
it'll be up in just a little bit at WMNHradio.org. And we're out of here. I'll talk at y'all a little bit later. Bye, everybody.
USA. Contact us by email at WMNH953@gmail.com or through our website at WMNHradio.org.